that was you.
Nope.
How's it sounded?
It's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear it.
I think I turned both field mics on.
Yes, I hear them.
Okay.
Everything, are they too loud in your ear, or are they okay?
Where's their band axe? I feel like that's pretty loud, but.
Oh, right in front of the microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, don't be cutting out. Hello, everyone in internet land. Our pregame show will start here in 3 minutes. Give us a comment. There's not very many on there right now, but give us a comment where you're listening from. We'll try to remind you to let us know where you're listening from. That way we can have some cool chat tonight. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Pregame show will start in about 2 minutes. Test 1, 2.
is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dutton takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown! Ide Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callis. Callis looking for throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up minds. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received. Countdown sequence initiated.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2019 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. The John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Ace Electrical Services, affordable, high-quality electrical work. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital Logan County, your life is our life's work. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Longbow Heat and Air, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, the Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Guthrie First Assembly, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The Guthrie Blue Jays are back on the road for the second straight week. This time, the Jays have landed here in Kay County with a showdown with the Ponca City Wildcats. Good evening, I'm Chris Evans, and this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Solon Stadium here on the campus of Ponca City High School. It's the Blue Jays and the Wildcats. So glad you joined us here this week, here on the radio home of Guthrie Blue Jay football, Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Joining me here in a few minutes with tonight's call will be Phil Nichols, Parker Burnett, and Craig Fleck. The Blue Jays enter with a 1-1 record following a 33-23 road loss last week in Shawnee. Meanwhile, Ponca City opened their season up with a 6-3 victory road win in Enid. The Wildcats used field goals in the second and fourth quarter to snap a 17-game losing streak after going 0-10 a season ago. Time for opening timeout as we count you down to kickoff. Next, we take a look at those Ponca City Wildcats. You're listening to the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show in Ponca on the Blue Jay Radio Network. Interbank wishes all the gut.
Jones looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's good at the 10. 5, touchdown, Guthrie Blue Jays. And the Guthrie.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum.
5, 4, 3, 2,
is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dunn takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field.
Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander. Across the 5 to the 1. Touchdown. Ide Alexander. And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callis. Callis looking to throw wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does! Touchdown, Blue Jays! Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up mics. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received. Countdown sequence initiated.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2019 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. The John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Ace Electrical Services, affordable, high-quality electrical work. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Longbow Heat and Air, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, the Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Guthrie First Assembly, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Boston, a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The Guthrie Blue Jays are back on the road for the second straight week. This time, the Jays have landed here in Kay County with a showdown with the Ponca City Wildcats. Good evening, I'm Chris Evans, and this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Solon Stadium here on the campus of Ponca City High School. It's the Blue Jays and the Wildcats. So glad you joined us here this week, here on the radio home of Guthrie Blue Jay football, Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Joining me here in a few minutes with tonight's call will be Phil Nichols, Parker Burnett, and Craig Fleck. The Blue Jays enter with a 1-1 record following a 33-23 road loss last week in Shawnee. Meanwhile, Ponca City opened their season up with a 6-3 victory road win in Enid. The Wildcats used field goals in the second and fourth quarter to snap a 17-game losing streak after going 0-10 a season ago. Time for opening timeout as we count you down to kickoff. Next, we take a look at those Ponca City Wildcats. You're listening to the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show in Ponca on the Blue Jay Radio Network. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merit. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Welcome back. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues on Hot 93.7 FM. The Ponca City Wildcats snapped a 17-game losing streak dating back to 2017 with their slim win over Enid. Now the Wildcats are looking for a winning streak and perhaps a winning season. A winning season would eliminate a streak of 13 consecutive losing seasons. That includes just winning 9 games in the last 6 seasons. It'll be a tall task, but Ponca is led by head coach Scott Harmon, who has a knack of winning football games, including state championships at other programs. The Wildcats returned just 6 starters on the offensive side of the ball, including quarterback Justin Andrews. Last week, Andrews carried the ball 25 times for 103 yards. The 5'10" senior only attempted 10 passes while completing just 4 for 40 yards. Andrews piled up over 2,300 yards in his career, mostly on the ground. Through the air in his career, Andrews has tossed 12 touchdown passes compared to 27 interceptions. The Wildcats managed 253 total yards of offense against Enid. Along with Andrews, the bulk of the yards came from running back senior Ray Longoria with 98 yards on 18 rushes. Andrews and Longoria will look for their offensive line to hold their blocks in the run game. The O-line averages just under 300 pounds and 6 feet tall. The Ponca defense held Enid to only 226 total yards of offense. The defense is led by linebacker Lennox Suneagle, who has piled up 227 tackles coming into this year. Another big factor on the Ponca defense is safety Eli Wool, who has 11 career interceptions. Next, we take a look at tonight's fleet of games with the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays. Welcome back. Chris Evans with you on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Time now to take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. There are plenty of marquee games this evening, including the big game in Midwest City. On the night that Carl Albert names their stadium after Gary Rose, the Titans will have their 37-game winning streak on the line as they host Dell City. A year ago, this game went into overtime, and the Eagles will look for the stellar defense to make a stand this year. Other games of note, Owasso is at defending state champion Broken Arrow. 1-1 Jinx plays 0-2 Tulsa Union, with both teams coming off a loss for the first time since 1980. The Battle of the Bishops will take place in Oklahoma City with Bishop Kelly and Bishop McGinnis. The Kelly defense returns 10, while the Irish return one of the state's top running backs in Dominic Richardson. Class 3A Plainview visits Class 4A top-ranked Tuttle Tigers. Clinton will be underdogs at Heritage Hall. Bayan is at Lincoln Christian. Minko visits Crossings Christian. Edmond Santa Fe is at Mustang. And Muskogee visits Midwest City. Other games inside the district of 5A2 include Piedmont at Weatherford, Elk City at Woodward, and Stratford, Texas at Guyman. Last night, Northwest Claxton hosted Putnam Heights. Stay tuned throughout tonight's game for scores around the state with the South Point Baptist scoreboard updates. Next, Phil, Parker, and Craig join me as we get set for the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game and the Mercy Health Report. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Hello, this is Pastor Mike Gatlin of Guthrie First Assembly. If you don't have a church home, we'd like to invite you to our services Sunday at 10:45, Sunday night at 6, and Wednesday at 7. Tomorrow we will be having our Wet and Wild Kids Night Out from 5 to 7. There'll be food and fun and a whole lot of water. There's something for everyone here at First Assembly, 1900 South Division, where great things are happening.
Welcome back to the Enid Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show here in Ponca City, Oklahoma. So glad to have you with us on this Friday night. It's not quite football weather, but it's pretty darn close tonight, and it's going to be back in the 90s tomorrow, Phil.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I know.
That's a little bit of a problem for me, being a chubby kid and all, but, you know, it's at least the sun's been shining today. It is cooling off a little bit here now, starting to. Sure isn't as hot as it was last Friday in Shawnee, at least up in the press box. This is.
Yeah, the press box Nazi or press box personnel guy said they just got the air conditioning fixed today.
Oh, really?
So.
Well, it takes a lot to cool off this 3x4 room we're in, so. It's nice press box, but a little tight. Little tight.
But it was extremely tight last time we were in this press box.
Yeah,
and so well done. This is the second year to have the press box. Of course, Guthrie Ponca City played last year inside the Rock. Yep. Blue Jays won that ball game. And so I'm just glad we're playing football here tonight, because if you go about 24 hours ago this time yesterday, this field was completely underneath water.
Crazy. I think he said what was about 4 inches in a couple hour time frame.
Yeah.
And just nuts, a lot of water. Of course, you look off the field, you can still see a lot of standing water around the field as well. And so there's still the aftermath here, but the field looks good.
And down on the field in our Ace Electric First Report sideline tonight, bring in Parker Burnett. And does it look like it had several inches of rain on it?
I'll tell you what, it's in pretty great shape, I'm not going to lie. There is some grass and debris and stuff on the track, but as far as the football field goes, it's pretty perfect.
And it's a kind of good thing that there's turf, artificial turf here, not grass, or it'd be probably pretty sloppy.
Be a total mess, yeah. There's no way it would have dried out today, obviously, but it's a good atmosphere. We've got a lot of people piling in here, Ponca City, and good crowd. About 8-9 minutes from kickoff. So a few folks from Guthrie starting to come in. We're late arrivers, Guthrie fans.
Yes. Well, in Parker last week, not very many teams can say we won without scoring a touchdown, but that's exactly what Ponca City did.
That's pretty weird, right? I mean, I guess you kick 2 field goals and you win. You're kind of happy. I don't know how you feel about your offense, but you got to feel pretty good about your special teams, right?
Yeah, I think your offensive coordinator's a little concerned probably, but yeah, no, there's right. Your special teams coach is walking around all swolled up this week, but didn't pass the ball a lot. I think, what did we say? They passed the ball 10 times last week against Enid. Is that right?
Yeah. 4 of 10 passing for the quarterback Justin Andrews. He'll wear jersey number 5 tonight, but he did have 25 rushing attempts for 103 yards. So while he might not hurt you passing the ball, you never know on any given Friday night on a high school game. But you got to contain him running the football.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And of course, we talked on Wednesday night on the high school huddle. That type of offensive game plan fits right in, but really falls into play for the Guthrie Bluejays. For years, always very good against the run, and if they come out and try that tonight, that really will favor the Blue Jays.
Other running back, or the other guy who should be getting a lot of carries tonight, number 37 is Ray Longoria. Had 18 carries in the victory over Enid last week, 6-3. 98 yards rushing, averaged over 5 yards carry. So Justin Andrews, Ray Longoria are some of the names to watch offensively. And defensively, they'll look the part up front as we get accustomed to these 6A schools.
Yeah, I mean, they look the part on the hoof. You're just standing here looking down on them. They're big kids, and not just the big boys up front, but you look across at some of the skilled kids, good-sized lads. So you can always tell a difference between that 6A Division II and the 5A kids. Numbers, as far as number of kids on the sideline, and then obviously the physical size.
Yeah, Enid last week, folks, jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Ponca City hit a 22-yard field goal by Spencer Ball to make it a 3-3 ball game at halftime. And then Spencer Ball connected on a 38-yard field goal in the fourth quarter, about midway through the fourth quarter, to win it 6-3. And so that was Ponca City. And Ponca City almost won the game a year ago against Enid. Came up short, should have won the game, lost it late in the fourth quarter. And now Enid's in trouble of looking at that possible 0-10. But fast forward to Ponca City here. We mentioned earlier in the pregame show, they snapped their 17-game losing streak in that victory over Enid. Now, they've had a losing season 13 consecutive years. But now, if you're a Ponca City fan out there, you're 1-0. If you come in here and get a victory, 2-0, got McGinnis next week. That'll be tough. But, man, if you can find 3 more wins, if you win tonight, or starting tonight, find 4 wins, hey, you're at 500, and you're starting to feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and we talked last year with the turnover and coaching staff last year. Of course, as you said, had a lot of success in his previous stops, and you would expect this type of stuff to happen where you start seeing them win a few more games, play with more discipline, more intensity, those kind of things. So, it's if you're a Ponca City fan, you're excited right now. Like you said, if they can get a victory off the Blue Jays, that's a feather in their cap as well.
Captains are making their way to the field. You see there for the Blue Jays, Kel Kaufman, Kay Gugasberg, Palik Jackson, and Big 76, Cody Hickman. Let's go downstairs with tonight's coin toss.
Y'all shake hands.
Captains for Ponca City, Isaiah Harris, number 3. Sheldon Takoidi, number 46.
Blue Jays in the home or traveling white uniforms.
Our crew to you, Mr. Lee Young, umpire. Brian Lawrence is your back judge. Clint Proctor is your head linesman, and Tony Paddock is your line judge, okay? Hey, sportsmanship at all times. Blue talks to blue, white talks to any taunting, baiting, penalty. On that? Okay, guys, here we go. I got a stick. Red. What's your call?
What side's tails?
Huh?
Tails.
Just red or black?
Red.
Red. You won the toss.
Ponca City won the toss. And what happened to red and black? What happened to heads and tails?
I don't know. It's a different thing.
Heads and tails, man.
Confusing people out there.
Can't get rid of heads and tails.
Yeah.
So Ponca City won.
It's a new world.
Yeah, new world.
Yeah.
Ponca City wins the toss, and the Blue Jays will look like they will receive the football. Ponca City will defer, will kick off. So Blue Jays will have the football first offensively here in this one. So Blue Jays 1-1 field coming off that 33-23 loss last week to Shawnee. Shawnee, improved ball club. They'll win some more games this year. But the Blue Jays were there late in the fourth quarter, 25-23, until the Wolves got that late decisive touchdown.
Well, we talked about it. We had 3 takeaways, got no points off those takeaways, and if that happens, you usually don't come out on the right side of things in those kind of games. So, early season game. Coach BB said, that we can build on that, and we'll see here in a few minutes if they have, what kind of week they've had in practice.
Blue Jays getting ready to come out onto the field on our left side. The Ponca City Wildcats will be coming out on our right side. And now we'll join the national anthem. I think we're getting ready for that. We'll join our down on the field. And a very late national anthem here tonight. I thought we missed it, Phil, because usually the national anthem is usually 15, 20 minutes before kickoff and not 3 minutes before kickoff. But
30 seconds,
30, even. But nonetheless, we appreciate it. It looked like the honor choir, I think it was, for the Ponca City. So now we're getting set. And here come the Guthrie Blue Jays. Blue Jays in the traveling white uniforms, gray jerseys, blue face mask. And the Ponca City Wildcats come out behind them. Ponca City Wildcats in the home dark blue uniforms, red and white, white numbers outlined in red. Got the white helmets on top, white pants, got the red and blue piping down the side. Ponca City Wildcats on the home side, on the press box side. The Blue Jay on the far side, along with the Blue Jay fans as well. Fans still piling in here into Solon Stadium here in Ponca City, Oklahoma.
You call that piping. See, I'm old enough. We still call those stripes.
Stripes.
Piping, huh?
Piping, yes.
Is that a newfangled thing, piping?
No, it's been around for a while.
How long?
A while.
I mean, piping. A lot of things, a lot of changing parts, Chris, in the world today.
Well, now it's not heads or tails, it's red or black.
Red and black. We got piping instead of stripes.
Why not royal blue and white?
I don't know.
Red and black sounds like
just a lot.
Ponca City's red and, well, they're kind of red and blue.
Kind of red and blue, yeah, a little bit.
Looking for any advantage here. So.
Anything we can get.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Ponca City will be kicking left to right on the radio dial here on 93.7 FM KSBI. Phil, your Escra Chevrolet's keys to the game.
Well, turnovers, I say this every week, but it's important. Can't have them, and if you get them, you got to capitalize on them, and hopefully, Ponca does come out and run that ball as much as we think they're going to attempt to. Blue Jays obviously have to have success stopping that run, and then just get some points on the board. Pretty obvious stuff.
Parker, your Escra Chevrolet's keys to the game?
I want to see us start fast. Get a touchdown. Say it's going to take more than 2 field goals to beat us.
Absolutely. And any update on the Mercy Health report? Everything A-OK?
Looks like everyone's healthy and ready to go.
That's good to hear. The Mercy Health report for Shea Parker down on the field. And we're about set for high school football on a beautiful Friday night. Got some good college football games tomorrow. Yeah. Oklahoma State, Tulsa. The Sooners are out in Pasadena taking on UCLA. And then got a whole bunch of other slew of games that will be on the television tomorrow. So what a great night to start it all off.
I always enjoy that Iowa State game.
Ooh, that's a big one. Ames Day.
Yeah. Ames Day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always a fun game.
We're set to kick it off. Here come the Ponca City Wildcats. Spread across the 36-yard line. And we're underway. Ponca City and Guthrie. Fielding it now near the sideline at the 17. Makes the guy miss. That's 20, 30 to the 35 and driven out of bounds. And nice return there by Kentoris Barber, the 5'9 junior. The Blue Jays will set up offensive camp. First down and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Good field position to start. Blue Jays need to come out, like Parker said. Obviously want to get a fast start. Come out, I'm sure we'll come out and see him establish the run.
Blue Jays averaging 23 points offensively this year. We'll see what they do here, averaging about 270 yards per game in the first 2 weeks of the season. 2 receivers to the far side. Halfback on the left side of quarterback Caden Ballard-Stevenson is Josh Raines. Josh will get the first carry along the left side up to the 40, to the 45, and down at the 47-yard line. Nice pickup of 11 yards on first down and 10.
Couldn't draw it up any better than that. Come out, you're establishing run, move the chains, first and 2, new set of downs. You can already see, compared to last week, not quite the speed we saw last week at Shawnee.
Yeah. Blue Jays check the side on that far sideline for the play. They'll set up first down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff to Josh. Makes one guy miss at the line of scrimmage, and he'll battle his way toward midfield, just shy of the mid-stripe. It'll bring up second down. We'll call it a long 7.
Josh is this kid. He's a workhorse. He of course does the punting duties as well, and he'll see the bulk of the carries tonight for the Blue Jays.
Josh Raines averaging over 5 yards a carry this year, 104-yard average per game through the first 2 games of the season. So he's averaging in around 20 carries per game. We'll see if it holds true here tonight in Ponca City. Second down and 8 from the Guthrie 49-yard line. Gugelsberg into motion. Here comes the option play. Caden will keep it into Ponca City territory. He'll pay for it as he's tackled on the hip pads, and he'll get into Ponca City territory as he goes from the 49 to the 49-yard line. Blue Jays need the 43, so it'll be third down and 6.
That was a lot of running for a yard and a half. I mean, he was trying to find that hole, trying to find the hole and find a lane. Brought down hard, as you said, Chris, by the Wildcats.
10:28 and rolling to play here in the opening quarter, opening drive for the Blue Jays. Third down and 6, first passing opportunity. Caden stops, throws it far side, and is caught at the 35-yard line. He did. It is a catch at the 35-yard line. Talik Jackson with the reception. It was kind of a special catch there, Parker.
Yeah, he kind of tipped up in the air, and then he caught it between his legs. It was pretty impressive.
You don't want to make anything too easy on the opening drive.
Whatever you need to do.
15-yard pickup for Talik Jackson. I think that's the guy that got to get going for this Blue Jay offense.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a key all year. Big Talik, 6'4", 6'5", big body kid, can get out, make some plays for us. If he has big games, the offense will definitely be firing on all cylinders.
First and 10 from the 34-yard line. Back to Josh Raines it goes, spins at the 32, across the 30 with some power, and all the way down to the 25. We'll call it the 26-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards, and Josh Raines running hard on the opening drive. And we mentioned Talik's got to have a big year because you know what you're going to get from Josh and Caden.
Yeah.
You got to keep those guys fresh as much as possible.
Got to keep them fresh, no doubt about it. And, of course, Josh always runs hard.
Second down and 2. Josh trying to run for the first down, and this one will be hit for a loss. Back all the way to the 28-yard line, loss of 2. So here comes a third down and 4. The Blue Jays need the 24-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory here.
Yeah, and our big offensive lineman, of course, we've talked about it a lot this year. This is be all these kids' third game starting at the varsity level for all of our front line, and they just flat got outplayed on that play, busted through and hit for a loss. But they're getting a little better every week. You see them just improving, but it's going to happen with some inexperience.
Jalen Allison in there left halfback. He was the player of the game last week. Caden goes to the wide open Guggenberg, caught at the 25, leaps to the 24-yard line, just right at that first down marker. And I feel with that spot, he should have a Blue Jay first down.
Sure think he will. Well, if we're going to measure, nope, got the first down. And Guggenberg, you know, a senior captain, starter last year for the Blue Jays at wideout. Great all-around kid, super kid.
8:34 to play here in the opening quarter. Nice open drive for the Blue Jays so far, as they now in Ponca City territory at the 24-yard line. Blue Jays not huddling this year as they get the play call from the far sideline. And now with the ball on the far hash mark at the 24, it's first down and 10. Two receivers to the near side. Caden, play action, rolls to his near side, looking for Talik one-on-one coverage, and it's off the hands at the 6-yard line. It's incomplete, and Talik's body was kind of awkward spot, but it hit him in the hands, and you know if it hits you in the hands, you got to have it.
No, that's a ball you got to catch. It was right there. I mean, it was a perfectly thrown ball, I thought. Just couldn't come down with it, and that's kind of there's one thing that people talk about a little bit. It's, you know, you'd like to see Talik a little more consistent with the catches, but, you know, he's, I know he'd like to have that one back.
Incomplete pass sets up second down and 10. You would think the Blue Jays would go back to their running game here to make third down much manageable here as they move right to left on your radio dial here on Hot 93.7 FM. Shotgun snap. Caden will take it out of the belly run on the far side, kind of get away from a block, gets a line of scrimmage, and then maybe 1, possibly 2 yards in around the 23, 22-yard line. Regardless, it's going to be third down and long, and they're just going to give him a 1-yard pickup. So it's going to be third down and 9, 8:08 to play here in the first quarter.
And that's the challenge a little bit for Caden right now is, you know, he's still trying to adjust to playing offense. Of course, he was a starter last year on the defensive side of the ball, but, you know, Caden just doesn't have that burst of speed that he can keep trying to bounce it outside. He's going to have to put a toe on the ground and go north or south.
Third down and 9. Allison moves right to left. Here comes Caden. Here comes the pressure, gets away from that. Goes downfield, throws in a double coverage. The Blue Jay receiver's not even looking. A flag thrown as it's intercepted in the end zone, but there is a flag down. It would be in the area of pass interference on Ponca City, but Cade never looked at the football. He never saw the football.
Well,
so it'll be an interesting call here.
I think it's going to be against the Blue Jays, but what's interesting to me is, you know, again, Caden, I was watching Caden, he just kind of threw it up, and you can't do that. I mean, if you don't have a play down there, you're throwing in double coverage, you know, don't make the throw.
Don't throw it just because you can.
To throw it.
Yeah, just to throw it. And they waved the flag off, and it probably was pass interference, but Cade never saw the football. He never made a play on it.
Never made a play on the ball.
So the Blue Jays turn the football over on their opening drive, and here comes a Ponca City offense for the first time here tonight. They'll set up camp on their own 20-yard line. Starting quarterback, number 5, Justin Andrews, and the Wildcats will jump off sides. There's a bunch of them, but it looked like the wide receiver, Sam McKinney, was one of the first ones to take off first, and it will go against the Wildcats. Will back them up.
Had a tailback going early, had a wideout going early, had a right tackle going early. Everybody was going early.
So it might not have been fair to call out number 16, but
sometimes those are on the center. Sometimes,
yeah, absolutely.
They never get called on, but it seems like sometimes that's the case.
So it's going to be first down and 15 for the Ponca City Wildcats back at their own 15. 8:01 to play opening quarter, no score. Guthrie, Ponca City. Blue Jays off next week on a bye week. 2 receiver set, 1 to each side of the formation. Shotgun will hand it off to Longoria, and he'll get up to the 18-yard line, pick up 3 yards. Bring up second down and 12 for the home-standing Wildcats.
Yeah, we got to figure out what we're going to do next Friday, Chris.
Yeah, we got a bye week as well, don't we?
We could go watch Edmond Memorial beat Deer Creek.
Deer Creek has Norman tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be a tall task. Yeah. Norman beat their rival last week, Norman North, on University of Oklahoma's football field.
Is Cashin playing at home next week?
Not sure.
That'd be a fun
game. I bet our good friend Parker knows.
Yeah.
Second down 12.
Another flag.
And another flag. This one thrown by the far side official.
Could be a long night, boys.
Ball's at the 18 right now.
Like the center's getting a firm talking to. I don't know what's going on.
Another looks like illegal snap or a false start on the Wildcats, and the Blue Jays will gladly accept that. It'll push them back another 5 yards. 2nd down and 17 upcoming. The ball will be marked back at the 13. The ball is placed on the far hash mark here inside Solon Stadium. The sun's starting to settle here to our left, of course, in the west.
Where?
The west.
That's west?
Yeah, I hope so.
Sure.
I hope so.
I don't know where I'm at.
2nd down and 17. 2 receivers down to the near side. It's a high snap. Andrews flushed out of the pocket, rolling, and he's going to tuck and run with this one across the 10 and angles toward the 15-yard line. They're going to call him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. All that running, just a 1-yard pickup. And we have another flag thrown in the middle of the pile about when Andrews took off.
Yeah, I think this is hold. What was that? 3 plays, 3 penalties?
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that makes you crazy if you're a coach.
And Parker never fails. Parker, where's Cashin at next week?
Oh, they're just playing their rival next week at Crescent.
Highway 74.
I think I know where we're going.
After the 3rd penalty on the opening drive for the Wildcats, the ball is marked at the 14, so it looks like the Blue Jays declined that penalty. It's a good thing there because it's still 3rd down and 16 to go. And again, Ponca City only threw the ball 10 times last week. Justin Andrews did. And so we'll see what they have in store here on 3rd down and 16. The ball's on the near hash mark. They need the 30-yard line. Andrews will roll to the far side. Throws it, and it's going to be knocked down at the original line of scrimmage at the 20-yard line. So even if he made the catch, they're going to be 10 yards short. Punting time for the Wildcats.
I think I am starting to understand why there was a total of 9 points last week, Chris.
Opening drive for Guthrie resulted in a turnover. Opening drive for Ponca City resulted in multiple flags behind the chains. And so the Wildcats punter will punt at his own goal line. Back deep for the Blue Jays will be Kel Kaufman, and it is Kay Gugesberg. 4th down and 16 from the 14. It's a low snap, but the punter gets it. It's a line drive punt. Gugesberg will fill in his own 48-yard line and will be tackled immediately. Nice open field tackle by Nathaniel Kerfman, the 5'9" senior Wildcat. The Blue Jays will set up camp 1st down and 10 at midfield.
Tell you what, great field position really on both series for the Blue Jays. Started last one at 37 and here with the short field on 50. But Blue Jays need to go down and show that they can get something in the end zone.
Ball is placed on the near hash mark for the Blue Jays. 2 receivers to the far side, Max Medford and Kay Gugesberg. Gugesberg in the slot. 1st down and 10, Josh Raines in the backfield with Caden Ballard-Stevenson. Hand off to Josh, and he'll be tackled by the ankles at the line of scrimmage. No pickup there. 2nd down and 10 for the Jays.
Just missed block on the left side. Of course, number 33, Allison, out there. I mean, I'd try to find number 33.
Hey, the North Church player of the game last week, Jalen Allison, 6 catches, 98 yards, had a touchdown.
Had a really good ball game. Good ball game blocking as well when he was in there.
2nd down and 10 from midfield. 6.5 minutes to play, opening quarter. Josh blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Ponca City defense just pinning their ears because right now it's either Caden or Josh making the big plays for Guthrie. It's going to be a loss of 3, 3rd down and 13. Guthrie's got to find a receiver. Receivers got to step up to get that Ponca defense backpedaling a little bit.
Well, like you said, they're coming with numbers right now on our offensive linemen. We're just not picking up the pressure, and running backs, quarterback have no time to do anything but kind of cover and hold on to the ball.
Midway point of the first. 3rd down and 13. Caden wants to throw it. Doesn't look like anybody's open. Throws it downfield, looking for Medford inside the 15. It's knocked down nicely by the defensive back, and no Blue Jays were open. It was just kind of hoping to get a little bit lucky there, and Jays don't get lucky, so they're going to have to punt the football after a 3 and out.
That's disappointing. You want to come out. Of course, that first drive in the first series for the Jays moved the ball well down the field, moved the chains, and have really gotten haven't seen a whole lot since that first drive. Had 3 or 4 really nice plays and definitely struggled on that series.
That interception is the 7th turnover of the year on Guthrie. Blue Jays have turned the other opponent off over 4 times. That's a nice punt by Josh Raines. That's a big league punt. And fair catch called for at the 10-yard line. What a kick there by Josh, or punt there by Josh Raines.
That was big time. We were talking about in pregame. He was belting it down there, consistently 45, 50 yards, and he put a foot in that one. 44-yard punt for Raines. Fair caught at the 10-yard line. So the Guthrie defense will once again have Ponca City deep in their own territory. It'll be first down and 10 with 5:43 opening quarter to go. No score. Always bugs me. 44 yards, but really it was kicked about 54 yards because it goes from the line of scrimmage, and he kicked the ball about 10 yards. So it really kicked the ball about 55.
He got great elevation on it.
It was a great
well.
punt. It was a great punt.
2 receivers for the Wildcats. A quarterback run on the right side. A little lead play for Andrews. He'll go from the 10 to the 13, a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up second down and 7.
Kind of feel like this is one of those games that you got Blue Jays going to have to hurry and get another man out there. Get somebody coming off with equipment.
Ponca City going with the no huddle, hurry to the line, and now the whistles blow the whistle. Blue Jays set to go. Looks like Talik Jackson in there on defense on the right side. Ball snapped. And now I don't know if it was supposed to be snapped or what was going on.
Well, I tell you, the Ponca City coach is about ready to blow a valve over here. He doesn't. It's been nothing but confusion this far.
I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe snapped the ball and they weren't ready. I'm not sure. We're going to redo everything here now that Ponca is still telling their let's huddle up. The play clock is just now going into motion. There you
got 19 seconds.
Snap it, but the play clock wasn't moving earlier. Now we have more whistles. The umpire throws it. It's going to be.
What is?
This is ugly.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
Okay, Parker, let's go downstairs with our Ace Electric sideline report.
With the lineman's bleeding's kind of coming down his hand, they had to get him out of the game.
Okay, there you go. That's Wyatt Webb, who had to leave the ball game with blood on there. So that's what happened the last time. I'm not sure what happened 2 times before that. Let's get back to football. What do you say?
Please.
Second down and 7. 3 receivers set. They're going to hand it. Nope. Andrew's going to keep it, and probably should have handed off on a jet sweep play as he's going to get hit for a loss back to the 11-yard line. Loss of 2, 3rd down and 9. Probably should have handed off to McKinney on that little jet sweep. Of
course, number 22 for the Jays, Chase Dole's in on the big tackle. For
sophomore linebacker.
He looks the part.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he really does. Of course, he's a kiddo. You and I have watched come up through junior high. You always knew he'd be on Friday night some night. Sooner than later. He's a real aggressive kid and plays hard.
Plays next to Turvey Williams for the Blue Jay at linebacker. Number 20 is Turvey. 3rd down and 9 from the 11. Andrews wants to throw for it. Throws it. Receiver went out of bounds. Comes back in, makes the catch. He must have been forced out of bounds because he was well out of bounds. He makes the catch at the 32-yard line. Maybe he was pushed, Phil, but he was three yards out bounds easily.
I actually was watching. He was pushed out of bounds.
Okay,
so, and
there you go.
Good officiating. Yeah, so it was good officiating. The guy was right on top of it.
26-yard reception from the 11 out to the 37-yard line. Ponca City has their first down of the night. 3:37 and rolling to play here in the opening quarter. You have to take a timeout here. It's gone by pretty quick.
Yeah.
Of course, a couple 3-and-outs and a punt will do that. A couple punts. 1st down and 10. Ponca with 2 receivers, 2 halfbacks in there. I'll hand it off to Longoria on the left side. He's not going very far. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. 3:15 to go here in the opening quarter. Here in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Mason Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Aaron Ryburn, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans, along with Austin back in our Stillwater radio studios.
Big Austin.
Of course, we're here on 93.7 FM KSBI. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Guthrie News. And for everybody out there watching the game right now, type in the comments and tell us where you're watching the game from. We appreciate that. We'll get that on the air here in a little bit. 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. 37-yard line. They hand off to McKinney on the jet sweep play on the near sideline. Not much. Gets hit hard at the last second. A flag thrown.
What was that
Kel
for?
Coppin had a pretty good hit. Coppin or Justin hit him pretty good at the 40. It was Kel Kaufman at the 40-yard line. Was it helmet to helmet? It looked like a good hit. And it's going, is it personal foul? Face mask, okay.
Face mask, okay.
Face mask happened at the 41-yard line, so they're going to tack on a personal foul of 15 yards in Ponca City. For the first time tonight is in Guthrie territory. Ball marked at the 44-yard line. 2:37 to play first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an odd start to a ball game. A lot of it, no real flow to the game just yet for the either side or for the officials. It's been just a little awkward.
Two receivers set, two halfbacks for Andrews at quarterback. A double lead for Andrews on the right side, gets her up to the 40 to the 39-yard line and pick up a 5 yards on first down. So Ponca City has a little bit of a advantage here as they've been deep in the end zone for most of the game, now in Guthrie territory.
Yeah, they're definitely moving the ball. Of course, had a little help. Big pass play of about 28 yards. And that penalty against the Jays for another 15. So Blue Jays can sit, typically defense has always been kind of the stalwart for the Blue Jays.
Well, we do know Ponca City has a field goal kicker.
Yes.
We do know that.
Yes.
Hit 2 last week, 21 and 38 yards. Yeah. Andrews, spread formation. Center of the field, it's caught at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this has kind of been a little bit of our Achilles heel so far this year. We came in, we've got 3 kids starting in the defensive backfield, the returning starters, but we've had our struggles back there. There's no doubt about it.
Touchdown reception hauled in by Sam McKinney. Wildcats trying to make it a 7-0 lead. 1:49 to play here in the first quarter. Extra point will be on the right side of your radio dial. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is good. And the Ponca City Wildcats have an early 7-0 lead. 1:49 to play in the opening quarter. Timeout from Ponca City, Oklahoma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Ponca City strikes first here tonight on a Friday night. Kickoff left to right, fielded at the 10-yard line. The return, 15, 20, 25, 30, and down at the 35, maybe the 36. Is that Barber on the return?
Barber
it is.
on the return.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ponca City Wildcats go 90 yards in 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Took them 7 plays to do it. It was a 39-yard touchdown pass. Justin Andrews to Sam McKinney. Extra point was good. So now with 1:41 to play in the first quarter, Ponca City 7, Guthrie 0. That, of course, is your John Benz Motor scoring summary.
Blue Jays just got to come out and establish their game plan, execute on get the running game established again, just execute on their offense, and they should get right back in this.
First and 10, man in the motion. They'll fake it to him, hand it off to Barber. He sprints loose to the 40-45 midfield. Ponca City territory, far sideline, 35-30, 25-3. Ponca City Wildcats trying to bring him down. They finally do, but not after a long run by Barber. And we were talking about some Blue Jay has to step up. Last name's not Raines or Stevenson.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Barker, he is, I would say he's probably the fastest kid on our team. I think, Chris, wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
And, and he showed some good speed there. Big play for the Blue Jays.
46-yard pickup for Barber. First down and 10, handoff, and Barber's hit for a loss.
This has kind of been the trend so far in this game. Make a good play, hit for a loss. Make a good play, hit for the loss. So Blue Jays got to get something consistent in a drive going right now.
2nd down and 12, 2-yard loss. It looks like Ponca City into the neutral zone. Now it'll cost them a few yards here. So 2nd down, 12, and now it'll be 2nd down and 7. 1:06 to play here in the opening quarter. Ponca City on top 7-0. Blue Jays in line of scrimmage at the Ponca City 16-yard line. Play clock put into motion. Caden Ballard-Stevenson will change it at the line of scrimmage. KBS. Barber will move from the right side to the left side of KBS. Now back to the right side. Here we go. 3 receiver set. Caden will keep this one run, trying to get on the right side. The flag thrown away from the football at the 15-yard line. 1-yard pickup, but we'll have to check the flag.
That's going to be on the Jays. Appears to be anyway.
I think it's going to be a holding. It will be on the Blue Jays. Penalties adding up here in this first quarter. And I think, is that the first or maybe the second one?
Second on the Jays. We had the face mask over here on the Ponca City sideline in the last scoring drive Ponca City had.
So the penalty will make it 2nd down and 17. From the 27-yard line. Hand off to Barber. He'll go to the left side, cuts at the 25, down to the 20. Pickup of 7 yards. We'll call it maybe 6 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. 47 seconds played in the opening quarter, as we could probably have one more offensive snap here in the quarter.
Definitely 4-down territory for the Blue Jays. Still getting used to that 40-second play clock.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. 3rd down, 11 for the Blue Jays from the 20-yard line. Need the 9. 3 receiver set. Allison in motion, left to right. Caden, quick pass, caught by Gugelsberg across the 15, spins to the 11, down at the 10-yard line. Might be a half yard shy of the first down, though, Phil. We might see what happens in the second quarter as the final 5 seconds will tick off here in the first quarter. Ponca City will have a 7-0 lead as we get set for second quarter action. Take a timeout from Ponca City, Oklahoma. This is Guthrie Bluejay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay Athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100. Welcome
back. Wildcat formation for the Blue Jays. We get set for the first play of the second quarter. 4th down and 1. Josh Raines trying to get it on the right side, and it looks like he has it. Needs 1, picks up 3 yards. 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
Went back to Josh. Of course, the kid, he runs so hard, and that's his game. He's going to go between tackles. We've talked about it. He may not break one for 60 or 70, but he sure is going to make you pay when he carries that ball. And always going forward, always falling forward when he's carrying the football.
Apologize to our radio listeners out there. We're working on our technical difficulties, trying to get that fixed here for you when we can. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Barber will stretch, but won't stretch far enough for it. He'll pick up a 1-yard loss as Ponca City came pretty aggressive. They knew who was getting the ball there in that Wildcat formation. It was either Josh or Barber was going to run the ball. So they kind of had a deal to run to the ball. In the process, Barber loses a shoe.
We're going to have to establish a passing game. You know, because like you said earlier, Chris, right now they're just pinning their ears back and just coming. If we can't make them pay for that, they'll do it all night.
Second goal from the 9-yard line. Allison in at tight end on the left side. Caden back in there, and we'll have a timeout taken by the Blue Jays. We'll do the same thing with them. 11-11 to play until halftime. Ponca City 7, Guthrie 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Second goal from the 9-yard line. Wildcat formation. Josh Raines takes the snap, nothing up the middle. Goes left, goes back to the middle. He'll go across the 5 to the 5, actually. So it's a 4-yard pickup. Third down and goal for the Blue Jays.
Tell you what, it's obvious what we're doing here, right? Taking kind of the guessing game out of it, and really kind of makes some sense, I guess. They're trying to pin their ears back and come, maybe beat them to the punch a little bit, get an extra second or so here with the running backs with the ball in their hand to try to make a move and make something happen.
Josh Raines back in at Wildcat. Barber on the right side. Third down and goal from the 5. 2 receiver set. Billy Jackson all by himself, now goes into motion, left to right. Josh takes the snap. Fakes it, rolls to the far side, wide open in the end zone. Cut right into it. Oh, he dropped the ball. It looked like for a minute Allison was wide open. He was. And the Ponca City defender did a good job. Should have had the interception. Actually dropped the football on a well drawn up play.
It's 4th and 5, isn't it?
Pass was incomplete. They not intercepted, it was incomplete. I think what the official was motioning there.
Nope. That was 4th down?
That was 3rd down.
Okay, what do we have our... Are we trying to field goal? Is that what we have our field goal?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was confused.
I was like, am I missing something here?
No. I'm going to be an advanced age, Christopher.
We'll call it a 22-yard field goal attempt here for the Blue Jays on the right side of your radio dial. Kick. Never made it. Wide left on a line drive. Miranda, I'm not sure if it was blocked or not, but never got very far off the ground. And it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. First down and 10, Ponca City Wildcats, 10-16 to play until halftime. And let's go downstairs to our Ace Electric sideline report with Parker Burnett. And Blue Jays in new uniforms?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell. There are actually some new tops. They came out and they warmed up in their old ones. They went back to the locker room right before they came out. Coach Beebe said, Kelly, take off that top or you don't deserve to wear that. And he was about to say something back and he goes, you deserve to wear these. And they pulled up new jerseys and everybody got hyped. It's a pretty funny story.
There you go. New uniforms for the Blue Jays. Their tops anyway. Blue Jays 104 yards of offense. Ponca City only 79 yards of offense, but it's the Wildcats with a 7-0 lead and the football. First down and 10 from the Wildcat 20-yard line. 5 men front for the Blue Jays. Shotgun snap was going to happen.
Of course.
It was a delay of game or a false start.
Delay of game.
On Ponca City.
I tell you.
Blue Jays 3 of 7 passing tonight. Ponca City's 2 of 3 passing. One of those, of course, a touchdown. Blue Jays 14 rushing attempts, 7 rushing attempts for Ponca City. 5-yard penalty, or excuse me, 10-yard penalty. First down, excuse me, was it 5-yard penalty? First down and 15 from the 20. Andrews fumbles the football, and it falls in the hands of the Blue Jays. Hunter Thompson, it fell right in his hands. What a gift. And now the Blue Jays will have a fresh set of downs at the Ponca City 15-yard line.
Seems like every time this is how it starts. This Blue Jay defense has a way of creating opportunities for our offense. We got to go in and capitalize on it this week.
Blue Jays turn their opponent over for the 5th time this year. Got to capitalize on this one, and Parker brought it up a few times last week. Shawnee had 3 turnovers. Guthrie could not put any points off any of those turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't do that. I mean, you've got to get in the end zone when given these kind of opportunities.
They'll call it to 16 officially. First down and 10. Jays get one more first down at the 6-yard line. Caden in the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll roll to the right side. Nothing there, throws it last second. One-on-one Allison in the end zone. Oh! And he had it, but could not come down to the surface with it. And it falls incomplete. As Caden threw that on the opposite hash mark to the corner of the end zone. Looked like a dangerous pass, one-on-one coverage. Jalen actually had good body position to bring it in. Just couldn't haul in the catch.
Couldn't haul it in. You know, you look at these, how many years now straight have we played Ponca City? What is this, 8 years, 9 years straight?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, somewhere in that area. Second down 10, handoff Josh Raines right side across the 15 and then bulldoze backwards at the 14-yard line. 2-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Jays. Moving left to right on the radio dial. 9:46, 9:45 to play till halftime. Ponca City with a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, you would think this kind of ball game, Blue Jays would be having a lot more success than they have thus far, but just not able to get anything going on offense right now. 3rd down and 8. Guggisberg, Medford, the receivers to the far side. Talik, the lone receiver on the near side of the formation. Shotgun snap, 3rd and 8. Caden all day throws it into the end zone. It's going to be intercepted again. Second interception in the end zone, and Caden just threw it to throw it, looking for a miracle. And it's the second turnover on the Blue Jays. Tell you what, listen, I know these are high school kids, and I know that this is only his 3rd game starting, but you cannot make plays like that if you're a quarterback for a 5A team. You cannot do it.
Sometimes you just got to take off or throw it away, but you just can't give the ball back to the opponent, and that's what the Blue Jays do here. One to make a play. So now Ponca City, with their 2nd interception in the end zone, will get it at their own 20-yard line, moving right to left. First down and 10. Andrews in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers each side. A running back and a halfback in there. Andrews wants to go downfield, and the receiver falls down and passes well incomplete. Play never had a chance after the receiver on the far side fell down. There is a flag down.
Is there?
It fell out of the pocket. He went over there and picked it right back up.
I think it's possible.
Far side official. Ponca City with just their 4th pass attempt. They're now 2 of 4 passing. Ponca City just 15 yards rushing the football. Jays have done a good job against that Wildcat running game. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 9:13 till the snap. There it is. Andrews with a little quarterback draw across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Pick up a 3. 3rd down and 7. Next snap will be under 9 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter.
Talik coming in, and we'll play a little defense. Talik Jackson.
Nathan Wiggins makes his way off the field for Talik to come in. 3rd down and 10, a little pass rush you would think from Talik here on a 3rd down and 10 passing play. You would certainly think.
Yeah.
Spread formation. 2 on the far side, 3 on the near side. Ball's on the near hash mark of the 23. 3rd down and 7. Andrews steps out of the pocket, wants to run, and he will be hit for a loss as Gooseby and Doles are in on the tackle, and maybe a loss of 2 on the play. So Ponca City cannot take advantage of the 2nd turnover of the Blue Jays, and they'll have to punt the football away.
I'll tell you, I've been watching this silently. The Ponca City coach been very animated all night.
He has.
He's been working on that side judge to the point where I think the officials are eventually going to get a little tired of hearing that.
Coach Scott Harmon and the Wildcat coaching staff. Coach Harmon in the 2nd season here. Won state championships at some smaller schools. It's a low snap picked up by the punter. It's a nice punt. And Kaufman will field it at the 41-yard line. He's down at the 44. 3-yard pickup. 7:44 to play till halftime. Ponca City 7, Guthrie 0. And the Blue Jays will be off next week. Get a couple of weeks prepared time for the Piedmont Wildcats, which begins district play, and that will be a huge ball game. Ponca City, Carl Everett McGinnis, many people think will fight for that 1-2 spot. Others think Piedmont and Guthrie will fight for that 3-4 spot. So
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I think that's rightfully so.
Right now it is.
Yeah, right now it is.
By the way, Carl Everett, Plaindale City on the night where Gary Rose is being honored, the name on the stadium.
Yeah.
Well deserved there. Little screen pass caught by Raines in the backfield, and he'll get to the 44-yard line, back to the line of scrimmage. No pickup there, and so it's a different look, different play, but it's still going to Josh Raines, and the Ponca City defense and the Piedmont defense and the Carl Everett McGinnis and the Northwest Classic Guyman, they're all going to say, okay, we're following 17.
Yeah,
he's not going to beat us. Somebody else is going to have to beat us.
Yeah, I mean, he probably makes up, 80% of the offense so far this year.
2nd down and 10. Raines into motion. Caden rolls to the far side. Here comes the pressure. Dumps it off to Barber behind the line of scrimmage. Just now to the line of scrimmage at the 45. Hit hard on the Ponca City defense. Fumble the football. And Ponca City football. 3rd turnover on the Blue Jays, and Barber did get hit pretty good to jar that ball loose at the Ponca City sideline, and Guthrie turns it over for the 2nd possession in a row.
Yeah, I tell you, it's, of course, there's 11 guys out there. You always talk, but we're not playing ugly, we're playing bad. But these Ponca City kids, give them some credit. They're flying to the ball and trying to make plays and are making plays. And up to this point, this sideline's up and excited and into the ball game, and I don't know what Parker would say, but it seems a little flat over on our side of the ball.
Well, back to the Blue Jay defense again, Phil. It's
getting used to seeing them out there.
Of course, at halftime, we'll have all the stats. It'll be interesting to see what the time of possession is. Ponca City will set up camp at their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, a halfback and a running back in there for Andrews. Andrews passed to McKinney, caught the 45, down at the 43-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 11 yards. It's going to be a fresh set of downs for Ponca City, a little slant play. It's kind of how Ponca City scored their touchdown on a little slant. This one's a little bit of a shorter slant, and it's an 11-yard pickup.
I was down the field pregame, and 16 is not a very big kid, one of the smaller kids from Pohai on offense, but you could tell just watching him in pregame that he's definitely one of the leaders of the team.
How about 5'4", 138?
Yeah, but you could tell he's got a lot of energy, and a lot of kids were looking to him in pregame, so.
He's a junior. 1st down and 10, he goes into motion. They fake it to him, hand it off to Longoria, and he's hit way back in the
late hit
at
flag.
midfield. And Hunter Thompson with a big old hit, but unfortunately, it looks like a Blue Jay came in behind Hunter Thompson. Was not needed. Hunter blew the play up, got a great tackle for a loss. It would have been a loss of about 10. Well, it would have been a loss of 8 yards, but instead it's going to be a personal foul, late hit on the Blue Jays. And for Guthrie, that is going to be penalty number 3 of the night.
Yeah, there's like the thing you would say to best describe the Blue Jays play up to this point is ugly.
So Blue Jays now with 3 penalties for 40 yards. Ponca City 4 penalties for just 20 yards. 1st down 10, the ball will be marked at the 33-yard line on the near hash mark. Wildcats moving right to left on the radio dial. 1st down and 10, 6:08 in rolling to play until halftime. Shotgun snap, Andrews with a double lead. Ball's on the near hash mark, runs to the far side, on the outside of the far hash mark. Finally down at the 26-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards. Another flag thrown down on the field. It's got to be a holding, you would think, as Andrews had to go across the grain. It is a hold against Ponca City.
I mean, there is literally, tell you what, this has been like I said, neither team's really had a chance. Nobody's had a chance to get any kind of rhythm tonight. All the penalties, all the turnovers.
kind of expected, not expected, but you had a funny feeling it could have leaned this way.
Yeah, you do.
Ponca only no touchdowns last week.
Well,
Guthrie trying to find more of it outside of Josh Raines.
Yeah.
Trying to find something offensively.
Find some weapons.
After the penalty, it's first down, and we'll call it 15.
And another.
And at this one, I think this one was on the center, Parker.
He went to snap it and then didn't snap it, so false start in the center.
Hey, Ponca City takes the timeout. That's a good idea. We'll take a timeout with a 5:37 to play until halftime. Ponca City 7, Guthrie 0. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
First down and 21 for the Wildcats at the Guthrie 44-yard line. 5:37 to play till halftime. Andrews shotgun snap, 5-receiver set, forced out of the pocket, and down he goes. It was a few Blue Jays who could have got to him. And who officially got him down there? Was it Thompson? He was in on the area, as well as big number 40, Chase Stevenson.
Yeah, I think Chase got there first.
Back at the 46-yard line, second down and 23. Take a quick look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. And Bishop McGinnis leads Bishop Kelly that game in Oklahoma City. McGinnis leads at 14-0. And on Gary Rose night in the second quarter, Carl Albert Titans 21, Del City 0.
That's a tall task to beat Carl Albert right now in any situation. But the night you have Gary Rose night, it's going to be really hard to beat.
There's a timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and keep it here. If we need to catch up on our breaks, we'll do that here close to halftime. Ardmore leads Durant. These are 5A scores right now as we go back to the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. Ardmore leads Durant 7-0. And we'll move over to some of the 6A scores here, as there's some good ones in 6A football. Of course, Jinx Union playing tonight.
Stillwater score.
Norman's leading Deer Creek 21-0. Stillwater leads Norman North 28-0. Mustang leads Edmond Santa Fe 10-7. Owasso and Broken Arrow 7-7 in the second quarter.
Owasso.
Westmore leads Southmore 15-7. And Jinx leads Tulsa Union 13-7. Those are your South Point Baptist Church score updates. Back to action here in Ponca City. Second down and 23 for the Wildcats from the Guthrie 46-yard line. Blue Jays will bring 4. Screen set up. Screen is broken up and intercepted by Doles at midfield. It's tripped up at the 45-yard line. Ponca City gives it right back to the Blue Jays. See if they can cash it in with 4:47 to play till half.
Tell you what, that's a big play for Chase Doles. Timely,
yes.
So Blue Jays got to come in now, got to convert, get some points on the board.
Blue Jays have had great field position all night long. It's marked at the Ponca City 45-yard line. Josh Raines in at quarterback. Say you line up at Wildcat, but he's in our quarterback. He was in the quarterback running as well. He takes it out of the belly, trying to pop it to the outside, stays on his feet, spins across the 40, and close to another Blue Jay first down. He'll pick up 9 yards as he showed a little move at the line of scrimmage, a little spin, a little 5 yards deep, a little muscle to get the final 4 yards. And Josh Raines and the Blue Jays will have a second down and 1.
It's the second drive now where we've seen that direct snap to our tailback. You know, like just trying to get something started.
Yeah, different look. Second down and 1, lead play for Josh. You have a first down and more across the 35 up to the 30-yard line. 5, maybe 6 yards for Josh, 4-10, no big hurry. Still plenty of time for this Guthrie offense. Looking for the first points of the night. They scored 23 points last week in the loss to Shawnee.
It's hard. You look down there and you see the play clock, 33, 32, 30, and it's, again, getting used to that 40-second clock has been something.
First and 10, snap the reins. He'll run on the right side, and he's down inside the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him about the 27, so 4 more yards. And it looks like, hey, coach is like, I know we got to keep Josh Raines healthy, but we need a horse right now. We need some momentum, something going into the halftime locker room. Let's just go with our stallion and see how far he takes us.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. You got to mix it up. We've had no luck the other way, so sure, no, I think it's a good decision. See what he can do.
He's going to drop a pass here in a second, though, when they're not ready for it. Second down and 6. Josh will keep it again, took it out of the belly of Barber, and he'll get hit at the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup there, and we'll see if Caden comes back in here on a passing play. Of course, it's 4-down territory. If you're Coach Beebe, you got 2 plays to get 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely 4-down territory. So, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Josh step back and throw. They're not afraid to watch him throw the ball. So.
Josh Raines, 14 carries, 45 yards so far. 3rd down and 5, hands it off to Barber. He's not going to be able to get far. Here's a flag thrown by the far side official at where the tackle took place. And hopefully, if you're a Blue Jay fan, you hope the face mask was grabbed. But instead, it's going to be holding against the Blue Jays. Well, if you're Ponca City, Phil, do you decline this one, make it 4th down and 5?
I would.
Or make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, 4th down and 5, we haven't been really showed to be able to go do much right now, so I'd make it 4th and 5.
Yeah, he's going to decline it. Coach Harmon's going to decline that, of course. Coach Scott Harmon of Ponca City's 2nd year here was an OSU standout defensive player way back when.
Back in the day, as they say.
Coach Harmon's won a lot of games, and I think he's a good leader for this Ponca City program.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
After the decline penalty, 4th down and 5 from the Ponca City 26-yard line. Josh rolls, wanting to throw, throws it last second, and it's incomplete. Looking for Kay Gugasberg, and the Blue Jays will give it back. Cannot take advantage of the interception by Chase Doles, and the Doles defense comes back onto the field. 2:37 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Ponca City on top of the Blue Jays, 7-0. Wildcats got on the scoreboard at the 1-minute 49-second mark of the 1st quarter on a 39-yard touchdown pass from Andrews to McKinney. That has been the only score. There's been several penalties. There's been several turnovers in the middle of all that. Stay tuned. Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have the South Point Baptist Church scoring updates from scores from all classes. First down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 26-yard line. Handoff on the left side. Not much happening there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage at best. Maybe 1 yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. We'll have some first half stats as well in this one. .206, 205. Wildcats to the line of scrimmage don't appear to be in a big hurry here, Phil.
No, I wouldn't be either.
2 receivers set. Andrews will keep it. Here comes a bunch of Blue Jays being pushed out of bounds. Nice play there. A lot of speed shown there by J.D. Kuhnfield. Of course, that would be J.D. Kuhnfield. Yeah. J.D. also runs cross country for the Blue Jays.
I'll tell you, that's a tough kid.
It really is. Pushed Andrews out. I'm not sure if J.D. ran today. The Blue Jays came away as the Choctaw cross country champions today, and if they didn't win it without J.D., that's going to be a really good day. But I imagine J.D. ran. It was a race before noon today. Right. So congratulations to the Blue Jay cross country team for winning the Choctaw Invitational, and the Lady Jays today took 5th place. Here we go, back to action, 3rd down and 12 from the 24-yard line. Ball's on the near hash mark. Wildcats moving right to left. Andrews gets the shotgun snap, plants the feet. He's forced out of the pocket by Thompson, and he'll take off on foot across the 25 at the line of scrimmage and down right at that. And nice job defensively there by the Blue Jays. Well, Guthrie want to spend a timeout. They will. We'll take a timeout when we come back. 4th down and punting time for the Wildcats. 1:37 to play till half. Ponca City 7, Guthrie 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
4th down and 8. Ponca City punts the football away. Nice high punt for the Wildcats. Fielded at the 38-yard line by the Blue Jays. The return will not go much for K. Gugasburg. Hit at the 36. We'll see if they give him forward progress at the 38 or down at the 36. Regardless, Blue Jays got a long way to go to the end zone. Trailing at 7-0, 1:25 to play until halftime. And you think the Blue Jays would probably play conservative here, get in the locker room and try to figure something out offensively. Defensively, hey, everything's going all right. And you look at the offense field, the Blue Jays have ran 11 more offensive plays than Ponca City, and it has picked up 45 more yards in the Ponca City offense, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
Been down deep twice, and 3 turnovers are big.
Caden 1st down and 10, wanting to throw. Instead, forced out of the pocket.
Late hit.
That'll be a late hit. Caden was hit late. Then a Ponca City administrator went back into a bleacher on the Ponca City sideline. That has to hurt. And now he's gone down to I think maybe
he's
fixing
putting a shoe on. Yeah.
He hit hard, Phil.
He did. No, I saw it. It hit right in the middle of his back, and it was one of those plays you can't get away from anything. No, it's just on top of you before you know it.
It could have been a lot. But it could have been a lot worse. It hit his lower back.
Yeah.
Could have been his head.
Oh no, there's no doubt. I mean, that's the danger of being on the sideline.
Well, that happened off the field. On the field, you heard a late hit on Caden, so it's a 15-yard penalty, and that will move the football into Ponca City territory at the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs, 1:18 to play till half. 4 receiver set, 3 to the far side. Caden rolls to the far side, throws it, and it's over the head of the intended receiver. Is that Gugasburg? Yeah, it was Gugasburg. And it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. 5 seconds rolls off, so 1:13 left in the second quarter here.
Just having a hard time getting anything really established, Chris. We're trying to.
I don't see Jalen Allison in there, who had 6 catches last week. Maybe something underneath. 2nd down and 10. Caden rolling again. Plants the feet. Throws in a double coverage. It's almost intercepted. Falls to the ground. Incomplete. Another dangerous pass. 1:06 until halftime.
Hit a guy in the hands. Unfortunately, it's number 14, Poe High.
Nathaniel Kerfman.
They know that play.
John Strings in the offense facing a 3rd down and 10.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments we make coming out of the locker room offensively. You said the Jays defense has been really outstanding.
Hand off the reins, and he'll lunge forward to the 41, pick up a 4. And Ponca City does not call a timeout, so we're under a minute to play till halftime. Blue Jays will have to punt this one away, see if Guthrie will take this play clock down to about 19, 20 seconds. It looks like play clock stopped. There it goes. Yeah, it's 4th down. 4th down and 5. Guthrie's, I think, is going to let this play clock, which is at 16 seconds right now, all the way down. They call a timeout, punt the football away. 10 seconds on the play clock, 30 on the game clock. So we'll get it down to about 20, 21, 22 seconds. And there's a timeout with 21 seconds to play.
there any chance the Blue Jays won't punt this?
Well, if you you run a play. What happens if you get no yards? Ponca City gets at the 40. You have to go 60 yards in 20 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, but if you punt the ball down here, we haven't. If it goes in the end zone, you get a net gain of 20 yards.
Right. And Kel Compton's a great snapper.
Yeah.
Josh Raines is a great punter. Don't take any chances of a bad thing happening. Then they're even closer. So you bring up a good point. You run it. Ponca City has 17 seconds to say worst case scenario at midfield.
Yeah, I mean,
worst case scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think
it's at the 40.
I don't think it's a guarantee we're going to punt the ball. I think the percentages-wise, you would punt the ball probably.
Blue Jays still on that far sideline.
They do have a field goal kicker.
I do see Caden Ballard-Stevenson coming onto the field, so no punting here. Might maybe throw a 20, 25-yard pass.
Try to make something.
See what happens and kick a field goal.
I think Kelly's got to feel pretty good about his defense, being able to hold him.
4th and 5, forward receiver set. Jays will go for it. Caden will check the sideline. Still plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds. Ponca City looks like they'll bring 3. They got 3 linemen and 3 linebackers in there. Raines out in the motion, catches it at 45, 40, 35, first down, and out of bounds. Stays in bounds at the 30. Stops the clock. Blue Jays are at a timeout. They got to get up there and down it real quick.
Somebody better tell Josh that. He needs to get back in the backfield.
13 and a half seconds to play until halftime.
They got to be ready to go when they wind this up.
Wind it now. Snap down. Clock.
A little slow on
slow. I saw 9.3 when I thought it should have been stopped. It stops at 8.7. So with no timeouts, you got to catch. You got to get a first down on the catch or get out of bounds, and you got to get probably 15, 20 yards to make a comfortable field goal opportunity. Caden rolls, points, throws, has a man on the sideline. It's incomplete.
How is that not a
Blue
flag?
Jay fans want a flag on a late hit out of bounds. No call. 1.9 seconds to play. So we'll have one more final play on a Hail Mary somewhere in the end zone.
That's a legitimate question by Parker in my ears. I mean, he was hit 3 yards out of bounds. I don't know how that didn't draw a flag. Yeah, and he was defenseless. That's a great point by Flecky.
So one final play. Ball will be snapped at the 30-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty. Caden gets the clean snap. 3-man rush. Into the end zone. Nobody there. There's Talik, and it is.
Talik, get it?
Is it caught? Intercepted. Which one?
Should be a touchdown if it's
going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the way it will end.
They're still fighting
the first
for
half.
it.
Yeah, the officials already made his decision with the interception. So 3 interceptions in the end zone.
Mr. Chappell thinks it's a touchdown.
Yeah, we see. They changed it?
Not yet. I don't see anything official.
Coach Harmon's running out onto the field. Parker, do you have anything down there?
They're trying to get together. One official tried to come over and change the call, and then Guthrie
That's a touchdown.
See what happens.
It looked like they both came down, and it is a touchdown.
Touchdown.
On a Hail Mary from 30 yards out. Coach Harmon's losing his mind on the Ponca City defense. He was out near the side on the hash mark, upset with the official, and it's a 30-yard touchdown reception for Talik Jackson. My, oh my, what a huge play.
Have to give an assist to Jeff Chappell on that. He was down there lobbying pretty hard in the end zone himself.
And now Coach Harmon calls a timeout. He's still out on the field, and he's very animated.
Yeah.
He's going to be close to a penalty, Phil.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Pretty passionate.
Parker, did it look? I mean, you were right there, right by it. How did it look to you?
It looked like to me that they both got there at the same time. They kind of fought for it on the ground. I was intercepted, but hey, I'll go with the touch too. That's fine.
And for our viewing audience, you see Coach Harmon giving the official an earful, and Coach Harmon saying, "Hey, the back judge said interception," but I don't know. There's an argument both sides, but all I know is the officials got together, talked about it, and came up with the decision after the play. You just got.
They did what they're supposed to do. If there's a question, you get together, you talk it through, and you see what's happening. I understand the frustration. You see the
Guthrie would be upset as well.
Absolutely. You see the call that it was an interception, then it gets turned over. Last play of the half. I understand the frustration. It's time to play football. Let's go.
Yeah, Coach Harmon and the official just now finishing their conversation. Coach Harmon very, very animated. And so here comes the extra point with no time on the first half clock. Miranda to try to tie this game up. Snap, hold, kick, line drive, and he splits the uprights. Momentum in the Guthrie locker room. 7-7 at halftime. Coach Harmon's back on the field, and he's still not done. He's got to be careful here. He's had his say, and the officials are letting him continue to go. Now he's going to a third official, trying to plead his case. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays run off the field into the locker room. Happy campers as they tie this one up 7-7 on a Hail Mary catch by Talik Jackson from 30 yards out. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it will be the Golden Chick halftime show. Be sure to join us. Timeout from Ponca City, Oklahoma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
FCC is the place to be. At First Christian Church, we love to come out and support our Guthrie Blue Jays and be all in. All in investing in our students, our athletes, our families, our communities, and our faith. We would love to see you Sundays at 10:30 for worship. And as always, go Blue Jays.
This is Craig Fleck. Stay tuned after the break. Phil Nichols will join me for first half stats and more on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Need a maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit? Longbow Heat and Air is available to handle all your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs, offering customers 24/7 emergency services. Longbow Heat and Air is local, part veteran owned, and operated. Call today at 405-990-3250.
Welcome you inside the Golden Chick halftime show here in Ponca City, Oklahoma. So glad you joined us here on this Friday night. Boy, what a big scene. Just before halftime, a big play, a 30-yard Hail Mary that was first called an interception by the back judge, and another official came in and showed touchdown.
Yeah.
They got together, communicated, and eventually made the final decision of a touchdown for the Blue Jays. And just like that, we are at halftime 7-7.
It's one of those plays, you know, if you're a Blue Jays fan, you go, gosh, they talked it over and got it right. And if you're a Ponca City fan, you go, well, the guy said interception. And, you know, you understand both sides. And that's just a tough call. I will say this. they gave the coaching staff Ponca City a lot of leeway to express their disagreement with that call, but ended in a real exciting way for what's really otherwise been a real ugly ball game on both sides. I mean, there's a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers, but we wake up at 7-7 here at half.
And real quick, Phil, we you called out Mr. Chappell because Mr. Chappell's down there taking pictures for us. Yeah. And he was right there in front of it. In fact, he was he's a photographer and was taking pictures of the play and sent the pictures to us in the press box. And it's hard to tell. Both of them have the football.
And the rule is dual possession goes to the offense. And so, but like I said, I could see why you would argue if you're a Poe fan, you'd argue it one way. If you're a Guthrie fan, you argue it the other. But I do think anytime officials get together and talk it out, and they had to be pretty adamant that that it deserved to be turned over, or they wouldn't have subjected themselves to that kind of, criticism.
Right.
So it's why we have officials, right?
Absolutely. And again, if you're a Blue Jay fan, that was our
great call.
Great call. Ponca City fan, not so much.
Right.
But it is a big play, Phil, because it puts the Blue Jays on the scoreboard to tie it up. And also, all the momentum is in their locker room, and Ponca City coaches who, as you said, were given a lot of rope to argue their argument. Guthrie's happy in the locker room right now. Ponca City's like, what?
Well, and all night Coach Harmon's been working these officials, and that's part of the coach's job is to work officials. But there is a line you don't want to argue every call, right? Because it does get to a point where the the officiating crew is going to start looking at that sideline like, listen, at some point you need to go over and coach, and we need to officiate.
Again, halftime score 7-7 here on the Golden Chick halftime show. We're going to take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll have our John Vance Motors first half scoring summary. We'll have some stats as well as the first half, as well as we'll take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. A lot of great games across the state of Oklahoma. Glad you guys tuned in on this Friday night. Timeout from Ponca City. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
The Golden Chick halftime show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Welcome back. Golden Chick halftime show here in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Right here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI, all across north central Oklahoma. Well, I love this radio station, going all the way up to the Kansas line, then to the east around the Sand Springs area, all the way down to the Moore Norman area, and then kind of fringes out around El Reno. Of course, hitting strong right in the heart of downtown Guthrie tonight. Blue Jays and Ponca City Wildcats here in Ponca City, tied at halftime. 7-7. Again, this is the Golden Chick halftime show. Be sure to go see Lula and the crew at Golden Chick, Highway 35 and Interstate 35 and Highway 33. They are one of the top performing Golden Chicks, not only in Oklahoma, but in the region. And they've won many, many awards for their great chicken tenders, and the rolls are out there. Mac and cheese, okra, sounds so good. They're open up late. They open up early. Got breakfast items there in the morning as well. So we invite you out there to Golden Chick. Well, let's take a look at the John Vance Motors first half scoring summary. Each team in the end zone one time. Blue Jays a little bit more exciting as their touchdown, but we'll get to Ponca City first. In the first quarter, Ponca City took possession of football from their own 10-yard line. They marched 90 yards in just 7 plays. It took just under 4 minutes to complete the drive. It was a 39-yard touchdown pass from Justin Andrews to Sam McKinney on a slant play. McKinney showed his speed and hauled in the 39-yard touchdown reception. Ponca City had a 7-0 lead after the extra point with 1 minute and 49 seconds to play in the first quarter. And then with no time left in the second quarter, actually there was 1.9 seconds to play. 4th down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Blue Jays go with the Hail Mary play. Throw it up into the end zone on the right side of your radio dial, in between the D and the C of the Wildcats. And Talik went up with the Ponca City defender. And at first, both of them came down with the ball. At first, the back judge showed an interception in the end zone, which would have been the 3rd interception for the Blue Jays in the end zone. But then another official came in and said, no, that's a Guthrie catch, touchdown. Officials talked about it and ultimately went with the Guthrie touchdown to make it a 7-6 ball game. Miranda's extra point was good, 7-7. Coach Harmon of Ponca City Wildcats took a timeout to argue, and then after the extra point was good, Coach Harmon went back onto the field, talked to 3 different officials to show his displeasure, and he kept making the motion of an interception called by the back judge initially, and the officials, as Phil said, gave him a lot of leadway arguing the play, and of course the score stands at 7-7. That has been your first half scoring summary presented by John Vance Motors. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck. Coming up here on halftime show presented by Golden Chick, we'll have our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard updates as well as stats of the first half. Timeout. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Pastor Mike Gatlin of Guthrie First Assembly. If you don't have a church home, we'd like to invite you to our services Sunday at 10:45, Sunday night at 6, and Wednesday at 7. Tomorrow we will be having our Wet and Wild Kids Night Out from 5 to 7. There'll be food and fun and a whole lot of water. There's something for everyone here at First Assembly, 1900 South Division, where great things are happening.
Golden Chick halftime show rolling on here in Ponca City, Oklahoma, here on 93.7 FM KSBI. If you want to see the pictures or the video of this broadcast, be sure to go to youtube.com/Guthrie News. You can also go to Guthrie Sports page, Facebook, or Guthrie News page, Facebook. The link is there if you want to capture the YouTube feed. And while you're at YouTube, in the comments, kind of let us know where you're listening from or watching from. We'll try to spread those out. I saw that a little bit earlier. There was a lot of Guthrie folks watching in Guthrie, of course, and we always invite you out to the ball games to support the Blue Jays in person. Of course, things happen, life happens. Not able to come to the games, and a little too far under the weather. Got kids going everywhere. That's why we love to come to these games and help bring you the sights and sounds of this one here. We got a good crowd tonight on the YouTube page. Again, Guthrie News, or youtube.com/Guthrie News. Be sure to let us know where you're listening from. Let's take a look at some of the scores first in Class 5A football. Lawton taking on Lawton MacArthur, scoring the second quarter 23-21. Duncan leads Elgin 10-7. Ardmore hosting Durant tonight. Ardmore on top of Durant 7-0. Last night, Choctaw defeated Lawton Eisenhower by a score of 50-25. The game of the week in the state of Oklahoma, well, it was on paper, but on the scoreboard, it's not much of a game. The Carl Everett Titans lead Dell City Eagles 35-0. That game is at halftime. Legendary Gary Rose head coach Gary Rose of the Titans. His name was officially put on the stadium, so it is now Gary Rose Stadium in Midwest City. Congratulations to Coach Rose. Of course, here at halftime, Guthrie, Ponca City 7-7. Elk City leads Woodward at halftime 20-14. Blue Jays' opponent in 2 weeks is the Piedmont Wildcats. They're in Weatherford tonight, and Piedmont leads the Eagles by a score of 14-7. Poto leads McAllister 14-3. As we take a look at some 5A scores, one more score. We'll go 2 more scores in 5A before moving over to 6A football. Bishop Kelly at Bishop McGinnis at halftime. It's Bishop McGinnis 14, Kelly 0. One other game in 5A, the Noble Bears on the road in Ada tonight. Noble leads the Cougars by 5, 22-17. Take a look at some 6A scores real quick. Ed Memorial and Edmond North tied at 14. That game being played at Edmond North. Now with Ed Memorial with the stadium, all 3 schools now have their own field. Ed Memorial, Edmond North, and Edmond Santa Fe. Stillwater all over Norman North at halftime, 41-0. Broken Arrow and Owasso tied 14-14. PC West, PC North, it's all PC North, 47-0. PC North opened up their stadium last week. Pump City West opened up their stadium tonight. It's all PC North. So all 3 Pump City schools also have their own football field now. Norman leads Deer Creek at halftime, 28-0. Westmore leads Southmore at halftime, 22-7. The Moore School still splitting their field. And real quick, we mentioned Edmond North, Ed Memorial tied at half, 14-14. The other game, big game up in Tulsa. Jinx and Union both coming off losses last week. That has never happened since 1980. That's the last time it happened. Jinx in the locker room with a 6-point lead, 20-14. Those are your 6A1 scores. Real quick, 6A2 scores. Booker T. Washington trails Bentonville, Arkansas, 14-6. And make sure I'm not missing any scores in 6A2. Muskogee and Midwest City tied at halftime, 12-12, and those are some of the bigger scores in the state of Oklahoma. When we have time, we'll take a look at some others. Oh, let's do it right now. Crescent leads Oklahoma Christian Academy at halftime, 34-8. So Tigers looking good, looking for their second win of the season down in Class A football. Take a time out here on the Golden Chick halftime show. When we come back, my good friend Craig Fleck joins us as he'll take a look at some of the first half stats and numbers of this first half. Guthrie and Ponca City tied 7-7. Back after this timeout, this is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Welcome back. As we are just about ready to kick off the second half, just a few minutes away, we're going to go ahead and run down some first half stats and numbers. Blue Jays outgaining Ponca City by quite a bit. 177 yards to 85. That on 39 plays for the Jays, 4.5 yards per play. 21 for Ponca City, only 4 yards per play. Through the air, Jays 72 yards, 6 of 16 passing, 12 yards per pass. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. 3 of 6 passing for Ponca City, 25 yards per pass, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing the football, Blue Jays 105 yards on 23 attempts. That's over 4.5 yards per carry. Only 10 yards for Ponca City on 15 attempts. That's less than a yard a carry, barely half a yard a carry, coming in at 0.7 yards per attempt. Story of the game, however, gonna have to say penalty yards there in the first half. Penalties and turnovers. 3 penalties for the Jays for 40 yards, but 7 penalties for 50 yards for the Ponca City Wildcats. And I tell you what, they came at all of the worst times for Ponca City. 3 turnovers for the Jays, 2 for Ponca City. 1 fumble loss for the Jays, 2 interceptions thrown in that. Jays have gotten 2 sacks, however. Did lead in time of possession, taking up over half of that first half. 9 first downs for the Jays. However, only 3 of 10 on 3rd down, but 2 of 3 on 4th down. Ponca City 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversions and 0 for 0 on 4th down attempts. They haven't attempted 1 yet. Passing the ball individually, Justin Andrews for Ponca City, 3 completions on 6 attempts for 75 yards, touchdown, and interception. 6 of 14 is KBS. 72 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Josh Raines 0 for 2. Rushing the ball, Contoris Barber, 5 carries for 50 yards, averaging right at 10 yards a carry. Josh Raines, 15 carries for 50 yards, but a little over 3.5. A little below 3.5, excuse me. Caden Ballard Stevenson, 3 carries for 5 yards, 1.7 yards per carry. Justin Andrews, the Ponca City quarterback, leading the way, rushing the ball for the Wildcats with 6 yards off 9 attempts. Sam McKinney, 1 attempt for 4 yards. Ray Longoria, their feature back, 5 carries, 0 yards. Only receiver for Ponca City was Sam McKinney. 3 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. Talik Jackson leading the way for the Jays. 2 catches, 45 yards, including that 30-yard touchdown. Kate Gugesberg also with a couple catches for 13 yards. Josh Raines, 1 catch, and Barber with a catch. Leading tackler was Turvey Williams, as he had 4.5 tackles, 4 solos, and 1 assist for him. Also checking in with some action there, J.D. Coonfield, Justin Adams, Hector Gooseby, Chase Stevenson, Doles, Hunter Thompson, Cale Kaufman, and Spade Poole with half a sack. Those are your first half stats and numbers, but Chris, if Casey Porter were here, I believe he would call this bowling shoe ugly.
Hey, he stole that from me, but he would definitely bring that up, bowling shoe ugly, no doubt about that. But, hey, just get 1 more point than the other team, and they don't care what it looks like.
Yeah, they all go in the win column.
Absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't say win, but it didn't look good. It says wins and losses, and you know what? If you manage to win it by a safety at the last second of the game, it counts as the rest of them.
Absolutely. We're going to take our final timeout here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. When we come back, Eskridge Chevrolet keys to the second half, and the kick between Guthrie and Ponca City in the second half. Back after this is Guthrie Bluejay football.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Welcome back. Ponca City. Parker Burnett, Eagles. Chris Evans with you as we get set for second half kick. Blue Jays will be kicking left to right on the radio dial. Bringing back in Phil Nichols, who's been shaking hands, kissing babies here in the beautiful press box here in Ponca City.
Very nice, big upgrade for Ponca City.
Yep.
Speaking with the superintendent of schools of Ponca, very nice lady. Very proud of what they're doing here, as they should be.
Real quickly, Phil, your Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half of the Jays to get the second win in the row. Feel good about themselves heading into a bye week.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, I think. Key to the game is we got to get a rhythm offensively. We got to establish something and follow through with it and then protect the ball. 3 turnovers by the Blue Jays, 2 down there deep in Ponca City end zone area, and just didn't come up with any points.
We'll get Parker's keys here in a second as Miranda kicks it left to right for the Jays. It's fielded at the 12-yard line, center of the field. The return out to the 20, 25, 30, and down at the 31-yard line. Let's go down to our Ace Electric sideline report. Parker Burnett, what's your Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the second half? Sounded really good. Parker's shaking hands and kissing babies on the sideline.
Glad he's attentive. He's still on probation, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to have a chat on the right.
Oh, Parker. We're on Parker time here.
I guess we are.
Brent Parker, by the way, is an assistant coach here at Ponca City. See that? That's a segue there.
Look at what you did there.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 31-yard line. Of course, Brent Parker, wide receiver for the Cowboys. I think that was late 80s, maybe early 90s. And here's Andrews, a big hole to run, the biggest play of the game. He's at midfield, 45-40, near sideline 30, and driven out of bounds, pushed out of bounds. Justin Andrews, 100 yards rushing last week. It would be pretty close to that now after that huge pickup from the Ponca City 31 all the way down to the Guthrie 25. So 19 plus 25 is, what's that, 44 yards?
There you go.
47 officially.
47
officially.
A statistician, Craig Fleck, all over it there. Parker's rushing to the we must have an equipment problem.
Oh.
Are you going to go batteries? What are you going to go with?
I got
the mic is not working.
Well, I got channel 4. I'm showing something there.
They're showing the mic not working.
It's moving. Maybe. We'll see. First 7-10 from the 25-yard line. And flag. And there goes Coach Harmon on the field again. The line judge says no stop. Was there a timeout taken? No, it was not taken. Officials timeout. Both teams are now at the sideline. Did I miss the call, guys?
I mean, I was paying attention. I really was, Chris. I mean, not like when we drove up here and I missed the turnoff. I was actually paying attention this time. There we go. Back in action, Christopher.
Here we go. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Shotgun snap. It's a low snap. Andrews has to jump on it, and he does, but it's going to be at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 5 yards. Here comes a second down and 5 play.
It's on both sides. We're just having one of those nights, and you have those in sports where just maybe not the prettiest game on either side. But what a great night. What a great night. Did you fix it?
I did fix it.
What was it?
I just want to see Parker run.
What was it? Something you did?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
Second down and 15. Andrews wants to throw, forced out of the pocket by Hickman.
Oh.
One Blue Jay misses, and here's Andrews taken off, and he'll be tackled from behind at the 20-yard line. Though down him at the 19. 11-yard pickup on second down and 15.
Gosh.
A couple Blue Jays were in the area. Andrews made a nice play.
Made a nice move. There was 3 Blue Jays right there that had an opportunity to tackle him for a loss. And as you said, made a wonderful play and found a lane and away he went.
Real quick, just to explain myself.
It doesn't matter.
Our crowd mic on the far side was going in and out, so I was trying a different channel, and I unplugged that. I unplugged Parker's in the channel 7, so he was on, but he was just
Parker's not as important. Okay, I see.
Third down and 4, big play here. Important play for the Wildcats. Andrews rolls to the far side, trying to get that first down, cuts it up, spins. We'll have the first down at the 15-yard line. Forward progress to the 13. Needed. 6 got 8, and fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. First down and 10.
if you're Ponca City, you got to be looking at this going, okay, they get in the end zone again here, man. I mean, this is a big offensive improvement over last week, points-wise. And kind of staking to their game plan. They're running the ball coming into this. We thought that'd play right into Guthrie's strength.
Andrews tackled at the 13-yard line. So it's first down and 10. Wildcats get one more first down inside the 5-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, but you would certainly think this is going to be Andrews running the football, trying to get into the end zone. Hands off to his running back instead, Longoria. He'll take it from the 13 down to the 11. A 2-yard pickup, second down and 8. 9:22 enrolling here in quarter number 3. Ponca City 7, Guthrie 7.
Just one of those, Trevay's a guy on defense, that Trevay Williams, that can be such an impact player. You know, in this long run, it was Trevay that ran him down from behind. We could get him to go high speed every play. That kid could be special.
Wildcats to the line of scrimmage. Ball's in the center of the field at the 11-yard line. Second down and 8 from the Blue Jays 11. Here's Andrews cutting up, and he'll get back. Excuse me, that was at the 11, so he gets to the 8, so it's a 3-yard pickup. So here we go. Third down and 5. Wildcats needed a 3 for a fresh set of downs. Big play here. Wildcats do have a pretty good field goal kicker. Right now it would be about a 28-yard field goal, which is in the range of the young kicker.
Do you try it for the field goal, or is it 4-down territory?
I think I go for the field goal. Get the points.
Yeah.
We'll see.
A freshman kicker, I believe, isn't it? Is that correct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll effort that. I don't think so. Third down and 5. Wildcats. Oh boy, false start. That's a huge call on the Wildcats as they pick up another penalty. And that will back them outside the 10-yard line. 8 penalties now for Ponca City, 55 yards. Remember, Shawnee had, 115-yard penalties last
11 or something like that.
11 for 115 yards. Yeah. So now what was third down and 5 is third down and 10. So now Ponca City, we'll kind of see if they have an idea. If they go through the air, they probably have field goal on their mind. If they run a play here, they might have 4-down territory on their mind. We'll see. Under 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Third down and 10 from the Guthrie 13-yard line, center of the field. Shotgun snap. Andrews surrounded and brought down for a sack back at the 15-yard line. Talik Jackson, Justin Adams doles in on the play. Turbay Williams there as well. Andrews surrounded by Blue Jay defense. And here comes the field goal unit. Field goal unit 27 is Spencer Ball. He's a 5'9", 140-pound junior. Had 2 field goals last week in the win over Ponca City. He hit a 22-yarder and a 38-yarder. This one from 33. It's plenty long enough, and it's no good. Wide left.
Penalty on the play.
There's a flag down.
That's going to be against the Jays. That could be big.
Personal foul running into the kicker, Guthrie.
Wow.
Automatic first down.
Wow.
Huge penalty flag there.
Defense comes up, bows their neck, miss field goal, and we get that's kind of been the rhythm of the evening. So the ball will be on the 5-yard line, is that right? 7-yard line. With
7:07 to play in the third quarter, tied 7-7. First and goal, Wildcats. And now, as the teams get to the line of scrimmage, the line judge comes up, wants to talk with the referee. Just an absolutely huge penalty.
Oh, just momentum and ridge, just right away switches right back.
After the officials talk, we're set to resume action here. Longoria on the left side of Andrews, the quarterback. Blue Jays with the 5-man front. 9 men in the box. Andrews runs on the left side. Minimum pickup. 1 yard at the most from the 8 to the 7. Second down. Clock is not moving. There it goes. So that's basically a free play in this ball game. 7:02, 7:01 to play in the third quarter. Parker, real quick chance for your Eskridge Chevrolet's keys here in the second half.
I say we got to take care of the football. 3 turnovers in the first half, and you're tied. I mean, that's a good thing, but can we take care of the football? Can we punch it in the end zone finally?
I would agree with that. That's Parker's Eskridge Chevrolet's.
Didn't agree with mine?
Keys of the game. I always agree with your.
Oh, okay.
Second down and go from the 7. Andrews rolls out, throws it on the run, and it is caught and down at the 4-yard line. Third down and goal. Nice catch. Nice throw by Andrews.
Was a nice catch.
Andrews passing the football now 4 of 7 tonight as he's approaching 100 yards passing. Guthrie High School band across the way making noise. Ponca City takes a timeout. We'll do the same thing. 6:09 to play in the third quarter. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
You can buy a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van anywhere. But why would you buy one without a guarantee? At John Vance Auto Group, our pre-owned vehicles come with our lifetime engine, transmission, and other powertrain components guarantee at no charge. Now that's peace of mind. We offer some of the lowest interest rates, too.
Everything you've heard about John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Third down and goal from the 4-yard line. Andrews takes the shotgun snap. Quick pass, slant, caught, touchdown. He dropped it.
Dropped.
Wow, McKinney, a sure-handed receiver, had it in his hands, dropped it. Wow. Blue Jays dodge a bullet there, and here comes the field goal unit back on the field.
I mean, to say he had it in his hands, I mean, he had it in his hands. Wow. Hey, Chris, what does FDIC stand for?
Insurance.
What kind? Are you Chris? He's riding in the back of the truck.
Federal deposit.
What?
And here's the field goal here by Spencer Ball. It's going to be a 21-yard field goal up, and it is good. Ponca City back on top on the scoreboard. 10-7, 6:01 to play in the third quarter. Timeout from Ponca City. This is Guthrie Bluejay football.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
FCC is the place to be. First Christian Church is excited to welcome all ages, spanning 5 generations, who enjoy fun, fellowship, and faith experiences together. We would love to see you Sundays at 10:30 for worship, and join us as we learn and grow together. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Ponca City Wildcats take advantage of a roughing the kicker penalty. Can't get into the end zone, but do kick a field goal. We'll have that scoring drive here in just a second. Ponca City 10, Guthrie 7, midway point of the third quarter. Could have been worse, I guess, for the Jays. Ponca City had great field position.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could have been worse. That last pass attempt went right in and out of the Ponca City receiver's hands.
Line drive punt caught by J.D. at the 28. He's quickly across the 35 and up to the 39-yard line. Real quick, I mentioned earlier the Blue Jay boys cross-country team won the Choctaw Invitational today. J.D. Coonfield did not run today.
Really?
And so that's a superb job by the boys varsity cross-country team to win the Choctaw Invitational without J.D. Coonfield, who's arguably the third best runner on the varsity squad. So congratulations to Coach James Strayhorn and the Blue Jay cross-country boys for winning the Choctaw Invitational today. First down and 10 for the Jays. 3 receivers to the far side. Josh Raines hands it off to Barber, and he'll pick up about 4 yards as he takes it from the 40 to the 44 along that far hash mark. And it's a pickup of 4, so it's second down and 6. Scoring summary presented by John Vance Motors for the Ponca City Wildcats. A field goal of 21 yards by Spencer Ball caps off a 68-yard drive. Took 11 plays and 6 minutes off the game clock. Blue Jays will have it second down and 6 from their own 44-yard line. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a car. It's true.
It is true. It's all true.
Second down, 6. Josh Raines in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, roll on the right side, nothing there. Gets the line of scrimmage across the 45 and down at the 46-yard line. 2-yard pickup, third down and 4. We'll see if Raines stays in the game here on a passing play, you would think, on third down and 4.
Tell you what, Josh is, you notice he's tough kids, right?
Yes.
And you really know when somebody's a tough kid because the kids on the other team are helping him up, patting him on the back. I mean, that's respect. I mean, which tells me those kids that are doing that are usually the kids that have had a collision with that player they're doing it with. So Josh obviously has earned the respect of these Ponca City defensive players.
Josh in there, quarterback. Third down and 6. Blue Jays need midfield. Hands it off to Barber and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, 4. Guthrie probably got to punt this one away with 4:24 and rolling here in quarter number 3.
You know, it's interesting. You got these, of course, Josh was starter last year at tailback, leading rusher for the Blue Jays. And seeing a lot of action. I won't say under center, obviously, but a lot of action at the quarterback this evening. Josh will be doing the kicking duties as well, Chris.
Yeah.
He got off a good one last time.
Yeah, 44-yard punt last time we saw Josh Raines. We'll kind of get his numbers throughout the season coming into the ball game. Kind of does a little bit of everything for this Blue Jay ball club. Just a junior. He'll be back next year. Got the snap, but we have, it looks like a delay of game, I think. The back judge caught the Blue Jays with double zeros on the play clock, and that is the call. I did not print off the special teams, or did I?
He didn't mess up again.
Punts.
Missed a turn. Unplugged Parker.
Josh averages coming into the game 32.5 yards per punt. Okay. This one in over in. Bounces. Takes a big Blue Jay bounce across the 20 and down at the 18-yard line. Another great punt. That 32.5 yard per punt is going up.
Going up.
After this ball game, he had a 44-yard punt earlier. That one 41 yards, and Ponca City will have it first down and 10 inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you know, he's a football player, right? I mean, you got those kids that are natural, just great athletes, and then you got kids like Josh, just a football player. You know what I mean? Fun kid to watch.
Wildcats will break huddle from the sideline. They'll make their way onto the field. Well, it's first down and 10. They'll mark it at the, we're going to go with the 17-yard line. So here we go. See if Blue Jay can get another turnover here deep in Ponca City territory. One back set with Andrews, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Andrews wants to throw on first down. Wheel route. Pass to the near side, looking for McKinney. It is incomplete at the 45-yard line. Step for step. Defensively for the Blue Jays was Gooseby. It's second down and 10. Good coverage there by jersey number 10, Gooseby. Hector Gooseby.
I feel like he's been here about 12 years. Of course, his big brother graduated last year, was a 3-year starter for the Jays. Next year will be the first time in a long time we haven't had a Gooseby on the field.
Yeah.
Now, they have any younger brothers?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I do too. Take 3 or 4 of them.
Can Goosebys play offense?
I bet they could. I bet they could.
Second down 10 from the 17. Andrews takes the shotgun snap. Center of the field, and it is that caught in between the 2 flags down?
Flags everywhere.
McKinney made a...
No, it wasn't a cut.
Boy, that was a tight window. It's incomplete. I think we're going to have pass interference on Turvey. Turvey never turned his head toward the ball. Ran into McKinney.
gives out the cheers if you can't do that. It's very popular for the student bodies.
So the penalty will move it out to the 32-yard line. Fresh set of downs, first down and 10. 3:14 to play in the third quarter. Ponca City 10, Guthrie 7. Look at this formation. Of course, they'll break to the line of scrimmage.
One time I like to see them snap it like that.
You wouldn't have enough men on the line of
I
scrimmage.
know that. That's why that's why I want to see them do it. Yeah.
Longoria fumbles the football at the 35-yard line, right in front of the Guthrie bench. No cheers yet. And Guthrie has it. J.D. Coonfield recovers it. And here comes a late flag, but after J.D. Coonfield covered it up, a flag comes out. This should be Guthrie football. Whether it'll be at, I'm not sure. Justin Adams caused the fumble. J.D. popped on it, and then after he popped on it, there was a skirmish in front of the Guthrie bench. It's going to be against the Ponca City Wildcats.
No. Yeah, that's right. Well, the first call was Guthrie's ball.
Oh,
and
okay.
then they came back and made the call. But the penalty was on Ponca City, Chris. You're correct.
And did I see a personal foul? Let's go downstairs on the Ace Electric sideline report with Parker Burnett.
I didn't really see what exactly happened, but I think they were getting to it after he got on the ball, so they threw a flag, personal foul against Ponca City.
Thank you, Parker. So Guthrie recovered the fumble at the 34-yard line, tack on 15 yards, and this is going to go inside the 20-yard line, all the way at the 19. First down and 10. You got to cash in here.
What did Yogi Berra say? It seems like deja vu all over again. Feels a lot like last week. We've got to figure out a way to get some points off these turnovers.
Here we go. First down and 10. Hand off the reins, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. One-yard pickup down to the 19-yard line. So second down 9, 2:38, 2:37 to play here in the third quarter. Don't get any yards, it would be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Guthrie's got to go a little bit closer for the young sophomore. Jet sweep play to Kay Gugasberg and gets to the 15-yard line. Didn't look like he's going to be able to cut the corner at the 19 as the ball was on a far hash mark, come to the near side. Kay does get to the 15, so a 4-yard pickup. And so the Blue Jays need the 9-yard line. So it'll be about what we're going to call about third down and 6 play.
Yeah. If you're Coach Kelly Beebe, with what's going on in this game, do you go for it on fourth down?
I think you probably have to. Caden Ballard-Stevenson in the quarterback, trying to get Ponca to draw, clapped his hands twice, no movement. Now will change the play at the line of scrimmage. Josh on the right side, now moves to the left side of KBS. 3 receivers, 2 seconds on a game play clock, 1 second, and Guthrie will have to spend a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 1:43 to play here in the third quarter. Ponca City 10, Guthrie 7. This is Blue Jay football.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
For sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
Stevenson found Gugasberg on the catch. As we come back to it was third down and 5. The catch gets it down to near the 10-yard line. It's fourth down and 1, Phil, and looks like Coach Kelly Beebe and the offense is staying on the field.
I think it's the right call.
KBS in a quarterback, fourth down and 1 from the 10. They need the 9. Snap, flag, it's going to be a false start. Never got the first down anyway. Josh Raines was leaning as he was trying to get to that block. Illegal motion on Josh Raines. And, of course, that is declined. Guthrie did not get the first down, and Ponca City will take over. Got to cash in those. You got the fumble recovery at the 34. You got the penalty, personal foul penalty to set you up at the 19. And you can't get the first down on 4th down and 1 near the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, there's it's for Blue Jay fans, it's got to be frustrating 2 weeks in a row to get these turnovers, not be able to get any points on the board off of them. Very, very frustrating situation.
Ponca City knows what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Caden or Josh up the middle.
Yeah.
If he, contain on the outside.
Yep.
So here comes the Wildcat offense back on the field with a 3-point lead, 10-7, 1:03 to play here in the third quarter. Still plenty of football to go, but Blue Jays have had some great opportunities. Andrews wants to throw on first down. Looking for McKinney. It's caught at the 35, 40, and down at the 45-yard line. About a 35-yard pickup. J.D. Kuhnfield on the coverage, got away with the pass interference. He grabbed McKinney by the jersey. About 10 yards off the line of scrimmage as he was beat early. Doesn't matter. Wildcats have it at their own 47.
Great pass by the Poe quarterback. We put it right on the spot. An excellent reception. As you said, got away with a pass interference. The Blue Jays did. Still made the reception.
37-yard pass connection between Andrews and McKinney. Of course, they had the touchdown together as well back in the first quarter. 38 seconds play in the third quarter. Could be the final play of the third. Andrews on the near hash mark rolls is out of bounds with 31 seconds to play. A small pickup of about 3 yards to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Poe last week, of course, didn't have a lot of luck throwing the ball. Different story tonight. They've made 3 or 4 big passing plays tonight. Early in the first half, I know that 28-yarder on the Ponca City sideline for big first down conversion. And I think they went in and I think they scored on that drive. Wasn't that their scoring drive in the first half, I believe?
2nd down 9. Andrews, 2 receivers, wants to throw. Here's the pressure from the outside, pressure on the inside, and down goes Andrews at the 45-yard line. Spade Poole with the sack as 3 Blue Jays were crashing in on Andrews. Had no choice but to go down for the sack. And Ponca City wants to that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Spade came all the way across from the other side of the field to make that play. A really good effort play by sophomore Poole.
That's the end of the quarter number 3. The Ponca City Wildcats have a 3-point lead going into the fourth quarter, 10-7. Can the Blue Jays get their second win of the season? Come back and find out with us. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Ponca City, Oklahoma, Solon Stadium on the campus of Ponca City High School, along with Mason Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck, Parker Burnett, Aaron Ryburn, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night, along with Austin in our Stillwater studio. We get set for fourth quarter action. It'll be the Ponca City Wildcats with a 3-point lead over the Guthrie Blue Jays, 10-7. Ponca City opened up their season last week with a 6-3 win over Enid. Guthrie dropped their game last week to Shawnee 33-23, but in week 1 defeated Enid. So now it is a 1-1 Blue Jay team taking on a 1-0 Ponca City team. Ponca City snapped a 17-game losing streak last week with that victory over in Enid. They went 0-10 last year, obviously. And then right now, Ponca City is sitting on 13 consecutive losing seasons, but right now in danger of going 2-0.
Yeah, that would be great for the Ponca City program to get off to a 2-0 start. Be terrible for us Blue Jays. Be 1-2 on the year.
Of course, these are non-district games.
Right.
Guthrie will have a bye week next week. Then they'll take on Piedmont Wildcats back at the friendly confines at Jelsma Stadium. 3rd down 11 for the Wildcats from the 46. Here's the pressure up the middle by Doles. Andrews throws it on the run. It's caught at the 38-yard line for a first down for the Wildcats. Once again, it is the little bitty guy, Sam McKinney, 5'4", 138-pound receiver with another catch. 17-yard reception.
Ponca's done a great job of, they saw something and they've been spinning the ball around the second half, so that was obviously one of the adjustments they made. Think they could pass the ball on the Blue Jays.
Guthrie's had more offensive yards throughout the entire night against Ponca City, but now Ponca City over 200 yards of total offense. Guthrie right now sitting at 195 yards of offense. First down and 10 for the Wildcats on the far hash mark from the Guthrie 38-yard line. Jet sweep, they hand it off to the 35, to the 30, 25, to the 20, near sideline 15, finally driven out of bounds. Don't see any flags on the jet sweep. Was Eli Wool, a defensive standout, also there here on the offense. Had 11 interceptions last year, but a run all the way to the 15-yard line for a pickup of 23 yards.
Momentum definitely on Ponca City's side right here. And Ponca City offensively, this is probably the best series they've had all night.
A touchdown here. You got their defense got to keep Ponca City to a field goal or less.
Yeah.
Andrews will keep this one after faking the jet sweep, and Andrews will be hit out of bounds by Adams for a loss on a play. They're going to mark it at the 17, so it's a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12, 48 seconds into quarter number 4. Again, Ponca City 10, Guthrie 7. McKinney, 5 catches tonight, 129 yards to go with that 1 touchdown.
That's a big game for a high school kid.
2nd down and 11 from the Guthrie 17-yard line. The ball's on the near hash mark in front of the Ponca City bench. Andrews in the shotgun. You have 2 receivers to the far side. A halfback and a running back joins in the backfield. Handoff, no, a pass, and it's batted down or poorly thrown at the line of scrimmage. It falls incomplete, so a good stop there for the Blue Jay defense. Need one more here, and we'll see what Ponca City wants to do on 4th down.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 3rd down.
Andrews now 6 of 12 passing for 132 yards. Has the passing touchdown and the 1 interception. He goes into the huddle to relay the play call to his offense. They they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage at the 17. 3rd down and 11, need in around the 5-yard line. Andrews will look to throw, goes to the near side into the end zone, and it's incomplete. If he comes down with the catch, he's going to be out of bounds. That's McKinney again. And so really no big threat there. Nice coverage by the Blue Jay cornerback. That jersey number 3, make sure I saw that. Yeah, Jaden Burleson on the coverage. And now we'll see what Ponca City, that looks like they've already brought in the field goal unit. Spencer Ball, again, 2 field goals yesterday. He has already made 1 tonight as well. Ball will be, let's see, we'll call this a 34-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold. The hold is not there, so they have to get up and try to run with this, and he's driven out of bounds, and Ponca City unable to get any points on the board, and that is a huge play. Remember that one with 10:59 to play in the 4th quarter. It remains a 1-possession ball game, 10-7.
That's a massive play, stop for the Blue Jays, and a little bit of help there, obviously, on the field goal attempt. The snap looked like it was there. I think it was just misheld. Right. I mean, I think the kid just had a hard time handling the snap, and Blue Jays, as you said, they definitely dodged a bullet there.
So Jays will take over from their own 19-yard line. Boy, if you can ever order up an 81-yard drive. Caden hands it off. Blue Jays going to be hit for a loss of a yard back to the 18-yard line. Josh Raines hit for the loss. Again, Ponca City just kind of pinning their ears coming right at Guthrie. Running game. Take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoring update. And Phil, I think Well, I'm going to go sidetrack here real quick. McGinnis leads Bishop Kelly 28-14, but I think 5A's in trouble. Carl Albert leads Del City 35-6 as Guthrie takes the snap here on 2nd down and 12, and not much happening. Going to be another loss on the play. Back to the 16-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 13, but Carl Albert leading, again, Del City, but 35-6. They've already won the last 3 state championships. They got Division I players on both sides of the ball. Their quarterback is getting ready to go 30-0. Their new coach is getting ready to go 30-0. And they played some pretty good teams, Midwest City and Del City.
There's no doubt. I mean, you said 5A's got some problems.
Caden on 3rd down and 13. Had a receiver but couldn't throw it to him. Throws it short of Max Medford. Would not have been a 1st down if there was a catch made. But ball was thrown a couple yards in front of Max Medford. Never had a chance. And so Guthrie goes 3 and out. 9:49 to play 4th quarter, and the ball is getting ready to go back to Ponca City.
Asking a lot of the Blue Jay defense here. We've got to get a big punt, but even with a great punt, you got to believe Ponca's going to get the ball close to the 50-yard line.
Parker, this is a dangerous situation as we go down to our Ace Electric sideline report. This is a dangerous time for the Blue Jays. You got to keep their morale up.
Yeah, they're getting a little tired defense, especially they were kind of hoping there would be a drive right there, but now they're having to go back on the field, and that punt right there is not going to help anything.
Does take a bounce, but you're exactly right. I think Josh let loose of the football a little bit higher. You know, as you drop the ball close to your foot, he dropped it a little bit higher than he normally is, and that punt did not go very far. Luckily, they got a bounce, but it's going to be a gift for Ponca City at the 34-yard line. Not much field difference there, maybe 18 yards on the punt, and boy, this defense has held strong so many times, and they feel like you got to do it 1, maybe 2 more times to give your offense a chance to go score.
Yeah, I mean, if there was ever a time to dial up a turnover, this is definitely it. It'd be nice to get a interception to get a good return. If not, pick 6. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Pick 6 would be good. There was plenty of those a year ago. 6 seconds on a play clock. Andrews takes a snap, shotgun snap. He'll run to the right side, and Turvey Williams will track Andrews down. The ball was on the far hash mark. Andrews tackled just inside the numbers. Andrews ran a long way to get a yard. 2nd down and 9. Clock running. 9:20, 9:19 here in the 4th quarter. Ponca City 10, Guthrie 7. Again, Blue Jays off next week with the bye. Blue Jays played in week 0 in the victory over Enid. And they'll be back on the Rock 2 weeks from tonight, hosting the Piedmont Wildcats.
Tell you what, of course, Ponca City is going to be in no hurry to throw the ball here. Clock is their friend. That 40-second clock comes into play now as well.
6 seconds on the play clock. Andrews takes the snap with 5. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Pull. Forces him out. Breaks a tackle. Does Andrews. He's going to be tackled after about a 2-yard pickup on 2nd down and 9 to bring up 3rd down and 7 with 8:35 to play. Yeah, Phil, 40-second play clock, kind of like the college rule. If it's tackled like in a play like that, you just go 40 seconds. Usually the ball would be marked on the field, and then the referee would start the 25-second clock. But now it takes a little bit of pressure. It's supposed to speed the game up a little bit. Of course, if it's incomplete pass or a timeout or run out of bounds, stops the clock, and they play the 25-second play clock. 3rd down and 8. Andrews wants to throw. Flag route, caught inside the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam McKinney. His 2nd touchdown of the night. Ponca's lead up 9, 16-7 PAT upcoming.
I'll tell you what, the kid's been a major. I mean, was he 160, 170 yards receiving now probably, or close to it?
Yep. 32-yard pass connection. They connected earlier in this game for 39 yards. Now Jays down 2 possessions. Extra point attempt upcoming for the Wildcats. Snap, hold. A line drive kick splits the uprights. Ponca City increasing that lead now up to 10. 17-7, 7:56 play in the 4th quarter. Blue Jays got to get going here quickly. Timeout from Ponca City. This is Blue Jay football.
Hello.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Wildcats squib kick over the middle, fielded at the 27-yard line, out to the 30, 35, and down at the 37-yard line. 10-yard return. A Blue Jay helmet comes off.
Medford
on the return, lost his helmet. Ponca City Wildcats, 3 plays, 34 yards. Only took a minute 41 off the game clock. 32-yard touchdown pass, Andrews to McKinney. Now with 7:49 to play in the fourth quarter, Ponca City 17, Guthrie 7. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck.
What do we got going on down here now?
Got an injury. Kay Gugasberg limping off a little bit there. Looks like he'd be okay, though. It's first down and 10. The ball is marked. Well, we don't got the football out there quite yet.
Looks like about the 36.
There it is. Whale down 2 scores, 7:49.
Tall order for tonight. The way things have been going. I mean, still have time, obviously, but need to get a score here. That's for darn sure.
First down and 10. And off to the speedy Barber across the 40. Down around the 43, 44-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards. We have an injury timeout. We'll keep it right here with that 8-yard pickup. Oh, I lost my stats. We'll pull those back up here in just a second. Blue Jays just now going over 200 yards of offense with that 8-yard run by Barber. They now have, well, right at 200 yards. I forgot about the negative play there. Ponca City sitting at 261 yards of offense. Blue Jays passing the football, 7 of 18 combined. 1 touchdown pass, Caden to Leak at halftime, but it does have 2 interceptions as well. Timeout taken on the field. We'll keep it here. Don't want to miss anything. We're sitting okay on the timeouts. Be sure to join us in the post-game show, the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll have our on-field interviews presented by F&M Bank, as well as our North Church player of the game. All that coming up in the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Second down and 2. Ball's at the Guthrie 44-yard line. KBS quarterback, 2 receivers to the near side. The ball's on that far hash mark. Snap. Fumble between KBS and Rains. Rains jumps on it, but it's going to be a loss of about 2. And so here comes third down and 4.
Blue Jays, 7 minutes left in the game, Chris. We got to go down and score here. That's a given.
Same formation as the one before. 3rd and 4. Option play. Caden keeps it down quickly at the 46-yard line.
Close. Looks like we'll have the first down.
Well, that spot, he will have the first down. Needed 4. Got 4.5 yards. Fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays.
At this point, I mean, that's big. I mean, moving the chains at this point, I mean, obviously you've got to move the chains, but just from a momentum standpoint and a confidence standpoint, being able to get that first down is big for the Blue Jays.
2 receivers set. First down and 10. 6:42, 6:41 to play in the ball game. Got 3 down, 2 scores. Handoff, Rains up the middle. Oh, excuse me, that's Barbers. And Barber, he'll get to the 49, just a 2-yard pickup, and Ponca City will invite 2-yard pickups for the rest of this ball game.
Yeah.
Guthrie not comfortable throwing the football field, but we're getting pretty darn close to that point.
We'll have to. I mean, we got no choice. We're going to have to start spinning it, getting it downfield, and things are going to have to change real quick, or Blue Jays are staring 1-2 right in the eyes to start the 2019 campaign.
Blue Jays had won 5 games in a row over 6A opponents until losing last week to Shawnee, in danger of going to. Caden throws it last second through a fastball. Looking for Blue Jay receiver about 5 yards, but it was a fastball and too much to handle there for Cade.
Yeah, too much to handle for Jerry Rice. I mean, it was just, I mean, it was on him in no time.
Ball is again at the 49-yard line for the Blue Jays. Now 3rd down and 8. Ball's on the near hash mark. Caden trying to get Ponca to jump with a couple of slaps. Nothing there. He gets a play call from the far sideline. Changes it up at the line of scrimmage. 9 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 8. KBS to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Throws it on the run. Has a receiver, but overshoots Cade out of bounds. And Guthrie, with 5:50 to go, you would think would probably have to go for it here on 4th down and 8.
Yeah, I mean, there's down 2 scores. If you're down 1, you know, you probably punt the ball here, but being down 2 scores, well, Josh coming out. I don't know if it's the punt or not, but he's.
Yeah, of course, Josh, the quarterback, Josh and KBS took a lot of snaps. So now there's 3 receivers. There's 12 seconds on the play clock. Guthrie to the line of scrimmage now. Still not set. There they go. 3 receivers to the far side. 6 on the play clock. Josh gets the snap. He'll roll. Can't get a pass. Oh, breaks a tackle. Throws it the last second, and it's caught by Talik. It's a first down, but there is a flag set, or a flag thrown, and I don't think Guthrie ever got set offensively.
Never did, or guy spread out Ride White. I mean, he was standing in the same place 3 seconds after the play started.
Not sure how Josh able to get that defender off of him. What he did, he threw the ball.
Just pure determination.
Yeah. So we'll see here. The call is an illegal motion on the Blue Jays.
I don't know how many that makes for the night, but it's a big number.
Blue Jays with their 7th penalty of the night for 72 yards.
Yeah, that's a.
Ponca City, 8 penalties for 55 yards. So now it's 4th down and 13 from the Guthrie 44-yard line, and now here comes the punt team. Clock running, 5:24, 5:23, play clock down to 9 seconds. Blue Jays do have 2 timeouts. The snap rolls up to Josh. Another end-over-end punt. Bounces at the 31. Takes another Blue Jay bounce inside the 25. It'll be down at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Wildcats. 5:06 to play in this one. And, boy, even if they don't get a first down here, I'm thinking Guthrie's probably going to spend their timeouts on this possession.
Yeah, I mean,
to stop it twice.
5:06 remaining. Not really much. Just haven't been able to do anything offensively tonight. Had the one play at the end of the first half, really. Just a tough night. Tough night for the Jays.
That was, to be honest with you, a Hail Mary. I mean,
it was. It was. Tough night.
Offensively, I think that the Blue Jay defense has stuck up a few times.
Well, they got put in some real bad situations.
Yeah. First down 10. Andrews, the quarterback, he'll run with it. And he'll be hit for a sack as he wanted to run the football, and he got stopped immediately. And Guthrie will not spend a timeout here on first down. And who was that, guys? He was back there. Was that Adams?
It was 21.
Okay, Spade Poole. Excuse me. Nice job there. I saw two. I didn't know if it was 8 or 1. Spade Poole with the sack back at the 19-yard line. Loss on the play of about 4 yards. Second down 14, but Ponca don't care about that.
No.
They're taking time off the clock. 17 seconds on the play clock as they break huddle. 4:30 on the game clock. Expect Guthrie to probably take a timeout after this play here and after third down. Andrews taking every second he can. Snaps it at 4. Hands it off to his running back. And he'll dance to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 6. And Guthrie will not spend a timeout here. So it's now 3rd down and 7. The next snap, we'll see here. They can take this clock all the way down to 3:30 left in this one. Ponca City 17, Guthrie 7. 3:53, 3:52 to play in the ball game. 7-7 at halftime.
All the momentum Guthrie's way in the first half.
Wildcats to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to the far side, but that running back and halfback are probably going to lead the way for Andrews here on 3rd down and 7. There they go. And Andrews will get maybe 2 yards out to the 28-yard line. Guthrie spins a timeout here, stops the clock with 3:28 to play in the ball game. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Don't want to miss anything now. 17-7 is the score.
This has been an evening of struggles offensively, obviously, and just again, I think was it three opportunities off turnovers this week? Was it 3 again this week? Flecky, is that right? 2 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, both teams with 3 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Ponca City with 8 penalties, Guthrie 7 penalties, but Guthrie has more penalty guards than Ponca City. Ponca City with 13 first downs, Guthrie with 11 first downs tonight. Justin Andrews for Ponca City, 7 of 14 passing for 164 yards. Both of his touchdown passes to 5'4", 138-pound McKinney. 4th down, 6 Ponca City in punting formation. Punter back at his 14-yard line. Gets the clean snap. It's going to be a short punt. Bounces at midfield. Takes a big Ponca City bounce. And will be out of bounds in around the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. 3:16 left to go in this one. And now you got to put this one in 4-wheel drive.
Well, we got to score. We got to score quickly, and then we got to onside kick. And you got to score quickly again.
So you don't necessarily need a touchdown on this drive, although you want the touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Depending on the time, you got to get any points because you got to get an onside kick no matter what. So
Correct.
Take whatever's the fastest route.
Right.
Obviously, a touchdown's the first thing on your mind.
Sure.
1st down, 10 from the 36. Josh Raines in at quarterback. Josh rolls to the far side, and it is broken up. Kay Gugasberg, the intended receiver, and
surprise, surprise, flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Let's go down to our Ace Electric sideline report with Parker Burnett and Josh in at quarterback because the starting quarterback is next to you, Parker.
Yeah, he's over here standing next to me. He has some ice on his shoulder. I'm not sure if he's going to go back in or not. He's still just standing here.
All right, appreciate that report presented by Ace Electric Services. Glad to have them on the broadcast this year. They are led by their founder, CEO, Tony Perrigan, a Guthrie alum. He's a year older than me. That's as far as I'll say that. But Tony Perrigan.
So he's a young man, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, youngster.
Kay Gugasberg, the injured Blue Jay player, down on the field. And that's an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 3:10 to play in the ball game. Ponca City 17, Guthrie 7. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
2nd down and 15 play. Raines found Barber for a 6-yard pickup. Second down and 9 from the Guthrie 36-yard line. Raines takes the snap of trying to avoid the pressure. He's going to be hit for a sack. 4-5 Wildcats back in the backfield. 2:29, 2:28 time. Going away on the Blue Jays right now, down 10, 17-7.
You know, it's you hope you. It's tough to find words that spin this any other way than it is. It's just been an ugly ball game offensively for the Jays.
Yeah. Third down, we'll call it 15 for the Jays. Josh again rolling, looking to throw, throws it on the run, downfield and close, but incomplete. And down at the Ponca City 35-yard line. Is that Kel Kaufman, the intended receiver? It was.
Is that? Yeah.
Fourth down, 14. Maybe the final play offensively for the Jays. Again, stay tuned to our Insure Group post-game show. After this game, we'll have our on-field interviews presented by F&M Bank.
You all right there, little buddy?
I'll fight through the pain.
All right.
Fourth down, 14. Josh Raines. Low snap, picks it up. Jays need this one to keep the possession alive, to keep the game alive. Talik Jackson with the catch at the first down marker. Fumbles the football, and Ponca City has it. Kind of the story of the night for the Blue Jays. Would have been a pickup of 15 yards. Talik had it stripped away. Ponca City jumps on it, and they'll just take the final 145 off of this one. Ponca City Wildcats getting ready to head to 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, it's you're right. That kind of just summarizes the whole ball game all night. A few snaps and we'll be out of here.
Coming up again, Terra Insure Group post-game show. We have our North Church player of the game.
Good friends at Terra Insurance.
There's a few of them.
A couple.
Maybe one.
Yeah. Acquaintance. More of an acquaintance.
First down and 10. Shotgun snap. Knee taken. Guthrie out of timeouts. 137, 136. Oh, Guthrie had one timeout left. They spend it. And Ace Electric's our next commercial break. Are we okay on timeouts? Let's see here. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Ace Electric. Okay, we're good. We got
good shape.
Yeah, we're in good shape. We got 2 breaks to get to. Then we'll get into our post-game breaks.
Is it dinner time? Are you gonna be able to drive back home after that injury?
I'm done.
Look like flex up.
By the way, I got to drive your brand new pick-em-up truck.
Yeah, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
From John Vance Motors. I got to tell you, is it a Hemi that makes it go fast in there?
Wrong make.
Oh, okay. No, see, that's what's that?
I know, Flake. You just got to go with it.
What's that? A Dodge? Is that a Dodge Hemi?
I don't even want to talk to you.
Well, your truck goes fast.
It does go fast.
I thought I was doing 35, and it was 55.
Yeah.
And if
that's why we missed the turn.
And if you're going to make fun of my car knowledge, it does not hurt me one bit.
No, I'm not. I'm not making fun of your car knowledge. I know that about you. Everybody at home's making fun of your car knowledge right now, but because they don't know you quite as well.
Fleck rolled his eyes. You laughed. You guys know my car knowledge there. 135. There's another snap, another knee. Third down snap coming up, and then a fourth down snap should end this one. It'd be close.
Yeah, I think 40.
Ponca,
gonna be close.
Ponca City fans starting to feel pretty good about themselves. Their team's getting ready to go 2-0, and
first time in a long time.
First time in a long time, and they got schedule picks up. Got McGinnis next week.
Yeah,
and they got the 6A2 schedule.
Be a tall order. I don't know if McGinnis got out of there with the wind tonight. It looked like they were heading that way.
I bet we'll have that in our Southwide Baptist Church scoreboard update. Third down snap, and knee taken.
Not going to make it.
Not going to have to take one more snap, and they can do that in any second now to secure. And there you hear the Ponca City fans. Their Wildcats are going to 2-0. They snapped a 17-game losing streak last week, and now they're 3 wins away this year from snapping a 13 consecutive losing season streak.
You know, obviously, as Blue Jay fans, we don't like the outcome, but you got to feel a little bit happy for these Ponca City kids having some success, obviously, and wish them well the rest of the year and hope they continue their winning ways. Great hospitality here tonight. It's been really a good night up here up top.
Ponca City takes a timeout. They couldn't quite take the game clock all the way down to 0, so they had to take a timeout with 7.5 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. So they'll probably go out there and punt the football away or run around for 7 seconds to end this one here. Again, Ponca City 17, Guthrie 7 appears will be our final score here tonight. Mason Russell, Kel Evans doing a great job on our cameras tonight for our video feed. Appreciate them. Aaron Ryburn producing all this good stuff up here.
First game Mason's worked on the football side of things.
It is, yes.
Did a great job.
Did a great job.
You got a talented group of nieces and nephews.
Absolutely.
And sons.
And we're going to get we're going to work on our next game at Piedmont, but I think we're going to work on our on the field camera. I think we're going to bring that back.
We had it last year with McGinnis. Bring in on that?
Well, we'll have Braden Marie. We'll have Mason Douglas Russells.
Any chance of getting little Lance Evans out there anytime soon? I mean, the entertainment on the ride would be worth it.
One final snap we think here will be a punt formation for the Wildcats. See if the punter gets the ball and kind of dances around a little bit. There's a snap, and he'll just simply punt this one away. It's a pretty bad punt. Goes out of bounds, and
that's
3/10 of a
clock
second.
management.
Absolutely horrible clock management. So Guthrie will have to take one snap with 3/10 of a second.
Need to let that one run off, boys. Need to have a firm talk with the the clock guy here.
Guthrie was lining up like they were ready to shake hands, but realized there's 3/10 of a second left. And they're going to let the time roll off. Yep. That's a good decision there.
Good decision.
And the Ponca City Wildcats are jumping up and down. They haven't had very many of these.
No.
Didn't have any last year. They are happy Wildcats tonight. They defeat the Blue Jays. Final score 17-7. Take a couple of timeouts here. When we come back, it'll be the Terror Insure Group post-game show. Final score in Ponca City, Wildcats 17, Blue Jays 7. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Perrigan. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com. Need a maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit? Longbow Heat and Air is available to handle all your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs, offering customers 24/7 emergency services. Longbow Heat and Air is local, part veteran owned, and operated. Call today at 405-990-3250. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
After this, we bring you more from the stadium as the Terra Insure Group postgame show continues.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hello, this is Pastor Mike Gatlin of Guthrie First Assembly. If you don't have a church home, we'd like to invite you to our services Sunday at 10:45, Sunday night at 6, and Wednesday at 7. Tomorrow we will be having our Wet and Wild Kids Night Out from 5 to 7. There'll be food and fun and a whole lot of water. There's something for everyone here at First Assembly, 1900 South Division, where great things are happening.
Welcome you inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Final score tonight, Ponca City Wildcats defeating the Blue Jays 17-7. Bringing back Phil Nichols, Parker Burnett, Aaron Ryburn, Mason Russell, Kel Evans, Craig Fleck. Blue Jays huddling up on the 25-yard line as they get some instructions here from Coach Kelly Beebe. And we'll talk to head coach Kelly Beebe here in a little bit on our F&M Bank on-field interviews. And it's going to be not the easiest.
It's tough. I mean, everybody talks about call it the preseason, say it, well, the real season starts next week, but nobody likes to lose a football game. So it's hard, wake up, you're 1-2 tomorrow morning, and got a lot of questions offensively.
Blue Jays fall to 1-2 on the season. And the Ponca City Wildcats now 2-0, and they'll be challenged next week, to say the least, by Bishop McGinnis, who last report had a lead over Bishop Kelly. We'll have those scores here in a little bit on our South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Coming up here in a minute, we'll also have our North Church player of the game. And Parker, one more time, buddy. Oh, that right there will be just fine when you get all set up. And we're going to be working on our post-game interviews here in just a second. Let Parker get everything situated here. Blue Jays with 220 yards of offense tonight. Ponca City with 266 yards of offense this evening. And both teams with 3 turnovers tonight. Blue Jays had some great opportunities offensively, just unable to cash in tonight. And now it's time for our on-field interviews presented by F&M Bank. And we'll begin all that tonight with our North Church player of the game. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Guys, I'm down here with Hunter Thompson. Hey, Hunter, the defense played really well tonight. It's a tough loss, but you forced a bunch of turnovers. Kind of walk me through your turnover and your fumble recovery.
I was just hitting a strong front, and I saw him go down. I saw someone hit that quarterback, and the ball was flying in the air, and I just had to recover it.
Hunter, talk about your defense. I mean, you held Ponca City under 300 yards, 266 total yards, but you guys were able to get into the backfield. Andrews the quarterback had maybe 1 or 2 big runs, but you guys were able to contain him for most of the night.
Yes, sir. We just had to execute on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Hunter, I think one of the things, it's always tough. I said this last week. It's tough when you're named player of the game in a losing effort, and I know, nobody cares about the individual awards. Everybody wants to get the W, but district play starts not next week, but the following week with Piedmont. Get 2 weeks to get prepared for them. As a senior leader, returning starter, what's your plan as far as just being a leader in that locker room to help get these guys on track and realize these next 7 games matter the most?
Well, man, I just think that we just need to execute better on both sides of the ball, and I guess we'll just get that done.
Hunter, I know we're going to get to talk to you after a win this year, and we appreciate you coming on a hard time moments after a loss, but we appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us, and as a consolation, congratulations for being named our North Church player of the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Hunter Thompson. And those interviews are so tough, Phil, and I hate to talk to kids. You hate to talk to kids after an emotional loss like that, but appreciate Hunter spending a few seconds with us.
Well, that's all part of life. There's going to be times when things don't go your way, and you got to learn how to handle those situations, and it's all part of it. It's all part of it.
With that, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe as Ponca City defeats the Blue Jays tonight by a final score of 17-7. Timeout. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Don't go away. More of the Terra Insure Group postgame show in a moment.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back to Solon Stadium. Ponca City, Oklahoma. Blue Jays drop to Ponca City tonight. Final score 17-7. Welcome back to our Insure Group post-game show. Be sure to visit our good folks at TIG at TIGOK.com. We continue our F&M Bank on-field interviews with head coach Kelly Beebe. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
I'm down here with Guthrie head coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, it's a tough one. You knew coming up here is, they're playing a Ponca City team that's much improved from last year. What'd you think about how this one kind of played out tonight?
Well, yeah, Coach Harmon, he's brought a mentality over here. His kids play tough. I thought our performance tonight was just not very good. I mean, we got out physical on the offensive line majority of the night. Of course, we had quarterback with the arm or whatever. 4 turnovers on the road, not going to get it done. We had a couple of bad personal fouls that resulted in a field goal. We had a field goal block. They're just not good enough. Not good enough. I told them after the huddle, we can't still say we're young after 3 weeks. We've got to improve. We've got to get better. And that'll be the goal. That'll be what we aspire to do as we go through.
Coach, talk about the Andrews kid. You knew he was going to run the football. I thought your defense did a very good. He had one big run, 68 yards total tonight, but I thought you guys contained him pretty good defensively.
Yeah, that first run after halftime, and then we wound up getting him stopped, and then we roughed the kicker, which allowed him to get another 3 points, and then, I think we had a 7-yard punt that set up another short field. So a lot of growing up to do. We need to identify some leaders, to replace some of the leaders we had from last year. The guys who played a lot of football out that have been in a leadership role. And those are the things we'll try to do as we go through the bye week and get ready for a big physical Piedmont team.
Coach, it's Phil here, brother. I'm going to move on and talk about this 2-week break. Comes at a good time. Yeah, I do think defense played a good ball game overall, and we build on that going into the real year, the year that matters, and bringing that Piedmont team here in 2 weeks. Just kind of walk us through that if you can briefly, Coach.
Yeah, we challenged our front, after the Shawnee ball game, pad level and emotion, and overall defensively for some of the predicaments we got put in tonight. They came and responded. We still made a couple mistakes in the back end from veteran guys that got to be cleaned up. Those guys played a lot of football. But we'll approach this bye week, as a way to fundamentally improve, increase conditioning, and during that week you work on yourself. And you're lucky to have that time. And we got a couple of injuries we need to heal up. Turbay was puking the last 2 days, and Big Davon was puking tonight. So that bug that always comes through, I think, came in about Wednesday or Thursday on us. No excuses. We got our tails beat tonight. Didn't play good enough to win. But that's how we'll approach that bye week. And all I know about Piedmont right now is they're big, and they've gone to the flex bone similar to Altus in 2015. Which will give us some time to, kind of develop our scheme for the dive quarterback pitch scenario that we'll be seeing against them.
Yeah, Piedmont with a late fourth quarter lead over Weatherford right now, 28-25. We'll got plenty of time to get ready for the Wildcats. Coach, appreciate your time as always tonight, and have a good bye week. Get everyone healthy, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right, fellas, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Hey, Coach Kelly Beebe on the F&M Bank on-field interviews as the Ponca City Wildcats take down the Blue Jays tonight. 17-7. Blue Jays 1-2 on the season. Ponca City Wildcats, hey, headlines. They are 2-0. Good for them. Take a time out. When we come back, we roll on with the Terra Insure Group postgame show with the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. There's some big scores out there. We'll talk about that after this timeout. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Ace Electrical was founded by Guthrie alum Tony Peregrine. Tony started Ace Electrical with one goal in mind: customer service combined with quality work. Ace is your full-service electrical contractor with commercial and residential services, including oil field construction. Ace is able to provide a level of services unmatched by any other electrical contractor in Oklahoma. Ace Electric is available 24/7. Call 405-301-2200 or go online at aceelectricok.com.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Golden Stadium, Ponca City, Oklahoma, Kane County. Last county before the state of Texas or Kansas. Excuse me.
Great state of Kansas. Tremendous state of Kansas.
Well, that's where you're from. Originally.
Used to live there.
Eureka, Kansas.
Oh.
Greenwood County.
You're doing good.
We're on the radio airways. I want to be accurate as possible here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show. Be sure to go to TIGOK.com. See my good friends over there, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and, of course, the MVPs, the ladies up front.
Yep.
And RV insurance, house insurance.
Car insurance.
Life insurance. 2403 South Division, right across the street from the Beacon Drive-In. Big Blue Jay supporters, not only football but all sports.
Everything.
And my good friend, classmate Seth Robbins, his son's a two-time state champion on the golf team, and
Air Force commit.
And so Dennis Oaks, I mean, he's been doing it for a long, long time. The PA voice inside Jelsma Stadium, Jason Herzl. You get ready for that last name because there's going to be a lot of Herzls on the airwaves coming in here in the future.
There's a bunch of Herzls. Of course, the oldest son was a senior outstanding member of the Blue Jay band. And
got a freshman.
Does some great things and saved the best for last.
Little Hest, little Chet, yeah. So go see our good friends, TIGOK.com. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, they will take care of you. They are Guthrie people to the core.
Absolutely.
And so it's always good to do business with our friends in Guthrie. Unfriendly confines here in Ponca City, though. As Ponca City takes down Guthrie, final score 17-7. Let's take a quick look at some of the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard updates. Carl Albert in the game of the week takes down the Del City Eagles. Del City has a tremendous defense.
They do.
But they give up 49 points tonight on Gary Rose night. Carl Albert wins 49-19. 5A, best of luck.
That's a thrashing. Yeah, best of luck. It's going to be it's going to be a hard row to hoe for anybody to take down the Titans this year.
Piedmont, it is a final. Piedmont defeats Weatherford tonight, 28-25. Piedmont is now 1-1 on the season. Take a look at some other scores here. Northwest Classen last night defeated Putnam Heights Academy. Final score there was 21-0. Ardmore leads Durant 21-2. Lawton MacArthur trails to Lawton 36-21. And Bishop McGinnis all over Bishop Kelly tonight, 41-14. So the battle of the bishops goes to McGinnis. Westmore defeats Southmore 46-7. Tight game in Edmond. Memorial trails Edmond North 21-20. Norman takes it to Deer Creek tonight 49-7. Stillwater takes it to Norman North 55-14. Big games in Tulsa tonight. Jinx loses to Tulsa Union 35-20. Union gets their first win of the season. Both teams now 1-2 on the season. Go figure there. Yeah. And the defending state champions go down in flames tonight, Phil. Owasso, your Rams win it 42-19. Phil celebrate because he got one pick right this week.
Owasso out the gate.
He's back, folks. Mustang defeats Edmond Santa Fe 24-21 last night. Moore defeated UConn. And there's one score in 4A I want to get real quick. Bethany is leading Chisholm 36-13. Wagner is in a tight one with Pryor 42-41. Wagner, number 2 team in 4A, in danger of losing on the road. And I'm trying to find my Tuttle Tigers. There they are. Fourth quarter lead over Plainview 35-21. I don't think we had an update on the Crescent score since halftime. Crescent led that one big. And I don't see a final there yet. And so, anyway, those are your South Point Baptist Church scoring updates. Of course, the one here in Ponca City, the Wildcats defeat the Blue Jays. Final score 17-7. Take a final timeout. We'll wrap this one up from Ponca City on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today. 405-642-7065.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Final segment here in Ponca City on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. tigok.com is the website. Phil, headset on. There we go.
They are. Sorry.
No, you're good. Hey, you got fans you got to talk to. I understand.
Autographs.
tigok.com. Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Seth Robbins, Blue Jays to the core. Go visit them, 2403 South Division. Well, during the break, we were talking Blue Jay defense, I think, played well enough to win it tonight.
They did.
And just that Guthrie offense is likely there's a bye week and there's a district, the season that counts, as you mentioned, to try to fine-tune some stuff. But Josh Rain's going to need some help.
Yeah, I mean, it's real simple. Listen, we all know these are prep athletes. These are high school athletes. You're not up here to criticize the kids, but we've also want to keep it real. And the reality is we got a lot of work to do offensively for the Blue Jays.
Hey, we broadcast here on 93.7 FM, but also on our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Guthrie News. And we'd like to thank Kim Barber for watching all the way in Rockwell, Texas.
There you go.
James Lyles is watching from San Jose, California. We appreciate you listening and watching on the broadcast. And I know we have someone in Hawaii mentioned earlier that they watching the broadcast on YouTube as well. So
you got somebody in the Middle East that's watching tonight too.
Yeah, we appreciate all of them.
My son.
Pruitt, Michael Pruitt.
Yeah, said he was going to watch the game tonight.
We appreciate everybody watching on the broadcast. Unfortunately, couldn't bring you a win tonight. Blue Jays fall to 1-2 on the season. Ponca City 2-0. Yeah. Bye week is here. Blue Jays will have a week off to kind of get things going, and then district play begins next 2 weeks from tonight with Piedmont Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean it's critical. Like you said, those next 2 weeks we get some things figured out and get back on the winning ways. You know, Guthrie's not used to being 1-2. Just like Ponca's not used to being 2-0, you know, but it's find ourselves in different situations than we're used to. But coaching staff will work hard, kids will work hard. And at the end of the day, that's at this level, we talk about this, small towns, you're going to have ebb and flow on how the program goes. You know, we have to remind people sometimes we don't get to go recruit.
Yep.
You know, and the kids work hard and they play hard, and that's all you can ask.
hey, they're going to be favored in 5 of their next 7 ball games. You go win those games, and you're in the playoffs for the 15th straight year.
Absolutely.
So, we'll go ahead and go to Parker Burnett. Ace Electric Sideline, his final Ace Electric Sideline report for 2 weeks. Parker, your final thoughts here tonight.
Well, it felt kind of like a couple years ago when we were up here. The only thing we were missing was a monsoon.
Yes, absolutely.
That was last night.
Well, remember, it was 2 years ago. 9-0, is that right, Parker?
Yeah, it was crazy.
9-0 when we came up here and we struggled to move the ball. The bye week comes at probably the best time. Yeah. Hopefully we can get some things figured out. And, hey, when you get in district play, anything can happen, especially when you come to the Rock. Guthrie plays well there, so ready to get back over there.
Yeah, absolutely. That Piedmont game will be big again. Carl Albert McGinnis expected to fight for that 1-2 spot, and looks like Carl Albert got that 1 spot pretty locked down right now. Of course, we'll see what happens in a future play. But Phil, your final thoughts here. But that Piedmont game in 2 weeks will be a big one. So Jelsman Stadium needs to be packed because that could decide the 3rd spot, maybe the 2nd spot. Who knows in district play?
Well, and I think you hit on it. I think these kids need the fans to support them now more than ever. Get out to the Rock in 2 weeks, watch a great game against Piedmont Wildcats, and like I said, I have all the confidence in the world. Coach BB and the staff will do everything you can. Get prepared for that ball game and come out and execute and get a W.
Absolutely. That wraps our Terra Insure Group postgame show. A big thank you to the crew here tonight. This was our best performance of the year so far with Mason Russell and Kel Evans on the camera. They're out there all by themselves with the shots. They can't look at their phone. They can't get sidetracked. They stayed with it the entire way, and we appreciate them sending the views for our viewers on the video view. So a big thank you to all of them. And, of course, big thank you to Austin back in our Stillwater studio. Yeah,
we appreciate it. And couldn't do any of this without Austin back in the studio. And great job by the team. And
he had to make an audible. Our feed wasn't as smooth at the beginning. Made an audible, made a change back in the studio. Kept us going. Big thank you to him. Of course, Craig Fleck with all the stats and inside information on that. Big thank you to our producer, Aaron Ryburn, for getting everything in line from scoreboard to graphics to switching to all that good stuff. A big thank you to Aaron Ryburn. Take a few weeks off, guys. So taking 1 week off.
I was going away for 3 weeks. I didn't Did I get fired? What happened?
So, hey, we're going to sign off here. And when we sign off, be sure to listen to every one of our sponsors who allow us to come to Ponca City to broadcast, that allow us to get these cameras, to get this audio equipment. Listen to them. Go in and thank them for sponsoring Blue Jay Athletics and allow us to bring you the football games. Without them, it's not possible. There's a lot of national chains out there. They don't help put Guthrie football in the air. The local people do, and we thank all of you for sponsoring Guthrie Blue Jay football. Final score for the final time here tonight inside Solid Stadiums on the campus of the Ponca City High School. The Ponca City Wildcats go to 2-0 on the season, while the Blue Jays fall to 1-2 with the final score for the final time. Ponca City 17, Guthrie 7. For my partners, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks on Friday night when the Blue Jays take on the Piedmont Wildcats. Pregame show begins at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Until then, have a great night and a great weekend. And as always, go Blue Jays.
You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions on the Guthrie Radio Network. Guthrie Football 2019 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. The John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Ace Electrical Services, affordable, high-quality electrical work. North Church Guthrie, you matter. Mercy Hospital Logan County, your life is our life's work. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by the Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Longbow Heat and Air, First Christian Church, Hayes Funeral Home, the Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Guthrie First Assembly, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football on the Guthrie Radio Network, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!